Hello, everybody. Hold on.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second episode of the new campaign. I don't have any announcements, just that I think I mentioned it last time. I got fun ideas for Christmas special thing again. We'll see what happens. Kate, you got anything?
Nothing new. Just go check out my Redbubble shop for some pretty cool stickers and things you can get printed on t-shirts and hats and bags and backpacks and sweatpants and many more.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, last we left off, on the continent of Lunadair, 5 individuals were captured and taken to Hrimfanger Jail, where they were led to believe they were being imprisoned, only to discover they were brought elsewhere and their true fate was to be execution, part of a quota set by the Rime Dominion. With the help of an elderly gnome named Homer, who had dabbled in dangerous blood magic, quickly resulting in his death, and a narrow escape from a devastating avalanche, the group of prisoners freed themselves and introduced themselves to one another. During the conversations, they agreed to track down a ring once owned by the mind flayer named Abraham, which was said to have been discarded by one of the now dead worms in a latrine in the nearby settlement of Nelduin. Among the gnome's belongings, they found a letter revealing his initiation into the Rime's End Vanguard, a resistance group fighting against the Dominion. The letter mentioned that after liberating those slated for execution, he was to meet a contact at Bjorn's Gasp, a tavern in the town of Foradorn to the southwest. As they all traveled away from the encampment and southward, they came across a family of halflings hanged by Dominion forces, which they buried with respect. They also disposed of the rotting remains of a tainted brown bear. Made camp for the night to share their stories, and during the night while everyone slept, Tero, who had just finished his trance, spotted a frail dwarf struggling with a hand-drawn cart. The dwarf, trying to pawn stolen goods from poor people in Volkul, was having trouble with a broken wheel. Grateful for the dwarf's honesty, specifically regarding the latter points of his honesty, Tero slit the dwarf's throat. The dwarf stumbled off into the woods, succumbing to his wounds, with Tero then hauling the hand-drawn cart back to the entrance of the den and stepping inside. As for the rest of you, you all awake to morning, the sounds of someone stepping back into the den. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. You all wake just as Tero steps into the den.
Morning.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
How'd everybody
Morning,
sleep?
Tara. I slept just fine.
I think you're muted, Garrett.
Seems you're alive. Good job not killing any of us.
Oh, none of you certainly know.
Yep.
By the way, there's a cart full of goodies outside if anyone of you would like to peruse.
What do you mean?
No, just right outside. I parked it right outside the cave-in, or the den. I parked it right out front.
Where did you get a cart full of goodies?
Oh, it was passing by.
Well, you
Is
robbed
it
someone.
I don't know if it counts as robbing if it's posthumous.
Did they die while passing through?
That is the end result of what happened to them, yes.
So
playing
what
coy?
did happen to them?
Well, he was passing by with a cart, and, well, I normally would be inclined to... Well, I would normally be inclined to do something that I didn't do immediately. I thought that my new friends wouldn't appreciate it, but then I spoke to him for a few minutes, and he told me that all of that cart full of goodies were things that he stole from poor people down from somewhere else, and I thought that would be something that you all would find distasteful, so I slit his throat.
Yes, good man. Good man.
Did you at least hide the body? Or is it still out on the road?
Oh, no. He stumbled for a while, and I followed him until he died in a gurgling mess in the snow. So anyway, there's a cart full of goodies if anyone would like to peruse. Consider them all a gift.
I will go do that. And Sumaji will get up and exit the tent or exit the cave.
I'm gonna follow Sumaji.
Yeah.
Gifts to celebrate our new friendship.
Abraham. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Abraham is going to stick behind and he's going to start preparing his spells.
Okay.
He's going to reapply the paint on his chest. He's going to begin painting what looks like bracers on his forearms.
Okay.
And then see him like mixing his paints. And he pauses. Oh, I have to do that one later. And then that'll probably take a few minutes. And he pulls out one of the heads from yesterday. And it's one of the commoner heads.
Yep.
Oh, actually, would you like a more fresh one?
What was that?
The cart owner. He's still there. He's probably still preserved in the snow if he'd still be good.
Maybe. Yeah. Swap it out with one of these old ones.
Although those are older, so maybe you eat the leftovers first, and then you save the fresh stuff so that the old ones don't get old. I don't know how long it takes a human brain to expire.
Yeah, it's about a day and a half. So,
all right, you should probably do one of those first then.
Yeah. Well, you'll see. And he takes the commoner's head, turns it upside down so that the neck is facing upwards.
Yeah.
And then places it on the ground. Breathes for a moment, takes out a knife, cuts his hand, and lets the blood drip down the nose.
Okay.
Just be a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I have an idea what you're doing.
And you start to hear like a and out of the ears is like a claw. Out of both ears, claws emerge. And then the whole thing goes and collapses on itself. And what's left behind is a little intellect devourer.
You can just make those out of character.
Ooh, it's adorable. Look, it's a little brain.
Yeah,
Thanks.
well, it's not like most sailors. I only saw a bit of the ritual that they do to get them the way they are. So this one isn't. It's a bit wobbly.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, they are. It is. I'm not quite sure, but very cute.
Yeah, it's day.
They are. Look at you.
Scribble.
Scribble. Nice to meet you, Scribble.
Scribble, mate. Shake hands. And you see him like kind of just go.
How do you do?
I love Scribble.
Yeah, so Scribble, you gotta use not one more. Gotta use a gutter, if you know what I mean. using more
I didn't
violent-
understand the words you just said, actually.
Well, using a more violent person gives better results. So use, you know. So don't get to do this often. Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, don't make one out of me. I wouldn't recommend it.
Not the plan. Nope. It's not in. Yeah.
If violence results in bad things happening, then I think I make a very terrible scribbles.
Yeah. Yeah. You will. You're very terrible, but also very impressive.
Why, thank you.
I think Tero. That's not the right
Nope.
voice. I think Tero would be more of a sketch than a scribbles.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Sumaji, you have no idea what's going on in the den. You're perusing through the cart.
Samira,
Yeah.
when you have a moment, could I borrow you? Just for like a reference.
Yeah, sure. Like now or
Or it can be on the road. You said it was cart, so maybe we can sit on a cart.
maybe. I'm gonna head outside real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave the den and join Sumaji.
Okay, Sumaji, you're digging through the cart. It's like a tiny, cart. It's meant for one person to pull along and not be able to carry much weight. Like one of those hand-drawn carts. Just a bunch of random shit. A bunch of cheap jewelry. A few chipped and cracked vases. A handmade wooden pipe. And a carrying case with the initials LM. A leather satchel that looks like it's filled with loose tea. A slightly tarnished silver tankard, and a bunch of wooden toys.
Firewood. Let's see.
One of the wheels on the cart is broken off, and it's 60 feet down the road.
Alright, these vases are shit. Jewelry shit. Kind of gather up different things. The tea. I like tea. Look over his shoulder. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey. You want some tea?
I think some tea would be nice. Yeah. Let me take it inside and I'll start brewing it.
Toys. This is just kind of junk. But he'll take a satchel and he'll put the toys and then he'll put the cheap jewelry into it. Vases he'll kind of just toss out.
Okay.
Unless there's stuff in it, he'll see if it's empty.
Yeah, they're empty.
Okay, toss it. You say there was a smoking pipe?
Yeah, a handmade wooden pipe and carrying case with the initials LM on the case.
Is there any tobacco?
Nope.
Tobacco. Alright, gonna take that. And he's just going to heel kick the cart off the side of the road.
Yeah, it just doesn't take much force to tumble it over.
Yeah, alright.
It's not that sturdy.
I walk back in. How cold is it this morning?
Probably negative.
It's negative 14 last night.
Yeah, it's early morning, so it's probably roughly the same.
Okay.
Speaking of which, who wants to roll percentile dice for me today?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh. Alright.
Since I was on outside. 10.
10. There is also a very heavy blizzard today.
Ooh. Oh, all right. Get up a little bit. Yeah, there really wasn't much in the way of items. It just seems very, You said he stole it from poor people?
That is what he said, yes.
That makes sense. All right, we got some toys, some really. We could probably. He looks the same. We could probably get our way to it. Upcharging these, I can come up with something to polish these off. There's jewelry and Scooch. Here's. I don't know if you use this or if you can, but here's a pipe.
Thank you. And takes it.
We could probably resell some of this stuff next time we get to. Pretty low
Yeah,
price.
if we can keep our heads low, we might be able to sell it at market. Hey Tara, which way was our recently deceased friend coming from?
That way.
Is that north or towards Nelduin?
He was coming from the north, so the opposite direction you're headed.
Okay. Great. Alright, so better chance that we might be able to sell these toys in Nelduin, but should we? They were stolen from the poor, if what Tero said is accurate. Which
What
I'm
do I
not.
do? Give them away.
Maybe.
We have We have 18 electro. To our name, to each of our names. I think we could use for a little profit.
All right.
Not you getting soft. It's just selling toys and cheap
Hey,
jewelry.
a near-death experience will soften one's heart. All right, Sumaji.
You almost died. When? You were blowing heads
Yesterday.
off. You would have been the first to be out of there.
You almost died by a splashing.
A splashing? What's a splashing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was not fun. Anyway, speaking of that, there is a blizzard outside, so
Yeah, the den. It's just
Bundle
like
up.
it's like howling and like blowing through the den, and it's like
as it's like blowing behind him. He's like a wall.
the fire is like blown out.
Oh, damn it. I'll relight it. Damn it. How do y'all feel about ass tea?
I've never had ass tea before, but
No, ass.
yes, ass.
No, ass.
You keep
Not
saying
ass.
ass.
Not ass. Ass.
Cold tea. It's what do you feel about cold tea?
Ooh, I've never heard ass used to refer to cold before.
No, like I-C-E.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Ass-C-E?
He's gonna point at the scribble.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's scribble. He's all right. He's all right.
Is that a brain with legs?
Oh yeah, yeah. Little talons.
He's
Isn't
really
he
nice.
cute?
Which, by the way, Justin, in
they?
the future, I actually would like, if this ever happens again, if it happens again, you can dictate the form, whether like what its appendages are.
okay, cool. Some of the commoner's scalp is like still resting on top like a toupee.
Beautiful. It's like
All it needs is
it's like a racing
All
strike.
they
Oh my
need-
god, it has a mohawk of
yeah.
scalp.
All they need is a good
Yeah.
comb over.
Yeah, mohawk
Yeah.
of scalp. Just
That's gonna be our group. Everybody's gonna have to get a mohawk at some point. Even the bald ones, the feathered ones.
Yeah, it's
So-
scribble.
You just can make those things out of brains. Is that why you've been collecting them? You gonna get yourself a little herd of brain runners?
Well, more than one would be a little overwhelming to control. So just one.
Oh, scribble.
Yeah. Scribble, say hi. Jumps up on you.
I like the name.
Stop.
I like the name Brain Runner. If I had a brain runner, I think I'd name it Rick.
Right, well, all right. Oh,
good
y'all,
back.
everybody, well, good. I did nothing but smear it, and now it's frozen solid on my chest. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be a bitch and a half to trudge through this. Is everybody good? Everybody bundled? Abraham, you look a little,
Bare
toasty.
I got to do a couple more things
All right.
to prepare. And you see him do his little like get down on his knees, take a deep breath, and then steam starts to just rise from him. Yeah,
I was gonna take some time to do some calisthenics, so some push-ups, sit-ups, knee-ups.
Samira,
Yeah.
would you mind just
Oh, yeah, sure.
couple of you? Yeah. You see him pull out his sketchbook?
Just awkward pose, like, is this good?
Perfect. Alright. See him kind of like point his his paintbrush like around here. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. And he looks at himself. And you see him start to take the scales that you have, that Samira has from her horns and around here, and he's putting them at places on his skin.
Interesting. Okay.
What's that do?
Can I move now?
Oh, yeah. You good.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What
what
was
that for?
it's an idea I had in mind. It's it looks hard. Yeah? Is it rigid?
Yeah. They do offer some protection, I guess. I haven't really had to try it out before, though.
That's if I don't know. And he just continues to like put them on his upper body. It did just different spots.
Tero. Appreciate what you did. I think it was very valiant that you decided to remove a clearly Dominion associated person.
Was it? Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Keeping up with the theme I think we're carrying. When we get into a city, though, I would recommend maybe like running it by us if you get that urge.
Certainly, yes. This one just I thought would get away. And he was so alone out in the middle of nowhere by himself.
Where was he headed? Do you know?
He mentioned. But after he said that he was gonna, after he mentioned the thing about stealing from poor people, I kind of stopped listening and started just reaching for the knife.
Right.
Mostly because that meant that I was pretty sure that you all would be fine with me killing him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing more to. And you see him holding this other head, and it's the one that Sumaji had stabbed into, like right in the head, and it's like electrical, like.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't work in like curses, do you? I won't eat a cursed brain. It's super scramble. Okay, what you do here? You see him just kind of.
The tongue is just
I'm
like,
also kind of curious about that, and I'm just gonna like like post up next to Abraham, like looking at
You're
Sumaji,
like,
waiting
you're like,
for the answer.
you're shaking the head, and because of the heavy cranial damage, one of the eyes kind of just goes.
I mean, it's magical in nature. I have the ability to, I can essentially, so the little gnome, it's a little bit of blood magic, just a little bit. I can convert my essence to create lightning.
Are you going to explode one of these days?
No. It wasn't what we were about. We were about. We were more about control. So yeah, quite the opposite, I think. But no, yeah,
Right.
it's no curses or anything of that nature.
You see him turn around, and you hear that.
All right, I'm gonna step outside.
Abraham, you suck down the brain, and
Anything weird happen because it's like kind of damaged a bit?
yeah,
Okay.
it's like you're looking through somebody's memories through a broken window.
Oh, you see him, or you just see him like shudder a bit.
But it's
And-
like it's all like first person. You're not actually. Yeah. He's
Spicy brain.
he's you see him beating the fuck out of who's it going to be in the group, because he was one of the ones that apprehended y'all.
Oh, right. Oh, imagine if it was me.
It is you. He
We're like, I remember this fucker.
yeah, he oh yeah, 'cause this is the guy that was begging for Sumaji not to kill him because he would tell you where the ring, he could show you where the ring was. So it's him beating the fuck out of you, like to near like death essentially, and then he sees your ring and pockets it and goes, "I'll be taking that, thank you very much," and then spits on you as you're shackled and thrown to the back of a wagon, and then you're back
Out
to
of nowhere.
whatever.
Part of me feels like I deserve that beating.
And then, actually, because it is this guy's memories, it's him looking at a curtain, sitting down in what looks like wooden stalls, just staring at a curtain.
Just
Take a shit.
jump cut. Oh,
And you just...
Massive deuce.
it's memories, so I'm smelling too.
Yeah, you're smelling this guy's just rancid shit. And then he's like... And then a couple minutes later, he's like walking around trying to like pawn the ring off to people in Nelduin. Nelduin is like a transient town. It's desolate. It's like a pass-through town. You just see like upset-looking, depressed people. They don't look happy. Most of the buildings are run down and boarded up and abandoned. It's heavy worm presence walking around. A few people do live around, but they hurry inside and like are in their houses. They don't really go outside much. He's trying to sell the ring off to people. Trying to sell to other worms. They're just like, no, what the fuck? The ring looks dumb. No. Like, what do I want a ring for? Blah, 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 all this kind of shit. And he walks back into the latrine where he was taking a mad deuce. You see him go up these, you see him walk into this, like, stone building at the base of, like, a perimeter wall. He walks inside, goes down a corridor, to which he'd be taking, like, either, I think he takes a left down this corridor, opens up one of the stalls, the one he just finished relieving himself in, looks in the latrine hole, whoop, tosses the ring in, turns around, and then back to the den.
You see him stagger and take a step. Oh,
You alright, Abraham?
rotten. Lucky me. Usually it's all random, yeah? You get high emotion points in the life. You know, rotten, gutting. But, yeah, you saw where he put the ring.
Well, that's lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. If he does the equivalent of a mind flayer spitting.
Now we just gotta get to town before we freeze to death.
Yeah, before you freeze to death.
Right.
Right.
Well, luckily I got cold resistance, so Scooch, that's me, Scooch. I'm not gonna freeze to death. Takes out one of his like sardines that he eats out of the can and like he keeps rolled up in his sleeve. Starts chewing on the sardine, spits it into a little spittoon, and
Alright, we all packed up?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
all ready. You all exit the den. Heavy blizzard. Just Lyle, Scooch, pulls down his welder's mask to shield his face from the blowing snow. Who is navigating down the road through the blizzard?
I can.
You can.
I have a +4 to survival.
I have a +3.
Okay.
I'll help her.
Fun thing about these is the DM makes the roll as per the rules. It says on here,
Okay.
so that way you don't know.
Yeah. I am gonna be casting the gust cantrip, if I'm taking the lead, to kind of like get some of the immediate snow keep the immediate snow out of our faces, kind of like create a car windshield so that it just blows around us, so we're not getting
Windbreaker.
direct hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Breaker.
those blizzards, you can only howling wind. You can only hear within 100 feet. Disadvantage on ranged weapon attacks. Disadvantage on perception checks for hearing. You can't really fly by non-magical means. You can only see 30 feet ahead of you. Creatures without goggles or eye protection have disadvantage on sight-based perception checks. So Abraham and Scooch with their... Unless you put on your full, like, mask too,
Yeah.
Samira. The other two are going to be just getting frozen eyeballs, essentially.
I mean, that's part of what I'm using gust for, is to like kind of be a wind barrier around them. So,
Sure. It's probably not
feels
going
like
to help.
we're driving.
Probably not going to help too
Hopefully.
much.
We're in a convertible instead of an SUV.
Alrighty. So you are leading the charge then.
And
you said you have a +4?
I have a +4 to survival.
Okay. Okay. After a few hours, you're walking along. The wind's harsh. You're trying to use the gust to like blow it out of the way. After about an hour of walking, you all notice you passed by a familiar-looking tree twice, and you're just passing by it for the second time. And you can see there are no tracks in the snow because the blizzard covers it all. Blown off track, somehow went around in a circle.
Guys, I think we're almost there. We just gotta keep going.
Damn, that is the same tree.
Tree has a twin.
Ugh.
What are you talking about, G?
Look,
It's just a tree.
Tero just said the same thing. That is the exact same tree we just went past a few minutes ago.
No, Tero said that was a twin tree. That means it's different. It just looks the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
I was
find
being
out.
nice. That's the same tree.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's find out. And Abe will just take a one of the knives in his
Yep.
case there, and just goes, does like a T,
Okay.
just cuts a T into it.
Alright.
What? Let's see if we find it again.
Still,
I got it.
who's leading the way?
Does anyone-
Sumaji now?
Does anyone have a compass or something?
Was there a compass in the wagon?
No,
Then no.
I got it. It's fine. I'll lead the way.
What do you have to survival? You're like your
Plus 3.
+3.
I got it.
Sumaji's
Oh
like,
no.
I got it. Leads the way. Sumaji's very confident. Eventually, because of the blowing snow and Sumaji's confidence that they're going to lead you all out of here, Sumaji disappears. And the rest of you can't see Sumaji anymore.
Ooh, that was
Oh
a
shit!
nice
Wait,
trick.
1 second.
No, wait, come
I
back.
like the idea of like, hey, yeah, that's a tree. It's got a T on it, and everybody stops except Sumaji.
Yeah.
No, I know where I'm going.
But yeah. Scooch, Samira, Tero, Abraham, you have been separated from Sumaji and have no idea where he is. Sumaji, you think you're leading the way, and after a few minutes you realize no one's following you.
Hey, Sam. Shit.
This is gonna take some getting used to. I keep trying to respond and being really confused.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
They're like, hey Sam, and I'm like, yeah.
What?
Also, like, that's not my character's name. That's my name. Like, I'm confused. Like, what?
Yeah.
What's up?
What would we be shouting at you, Sam?
I don't. It's not like a rational. It takes. I realize it immediately. There's always a half a second of what.
I'll say Mira from now on. Gotta get used to that.
It's fine. I can deal with it. It's just really funny every time.
It'll take some getting used to.
I do wonder why you look up almost immediately.
Yeah, 'cause you're saying my name.
I think, do we hear Sumaji at
No.
all?
No.
No, he's too far ahead. Okay. I start, after realizing he's gone, I will start calling out for him as well.
Lost him.
Sumaji? Where'd you go?
Yeah, he's Sumaji, what are you doing by yourself?
Rotten git.
The coin or the buckle that Sumaji wears in the front, he removes it. The others don't see it is actually two-sided. Backside is smooth to give the appearance of like a simple buckle, like a gold buckle. I can't remember if I brought this up before. Anyway, the other side has like a pair of hands that are open, and it looks like little small gold coins are falling from it. Yeah, it's gold coins falling into it. He kisses it. As he does, it lights up. He's gonna cast light on it.
Okay.
He's gonna kind of hold it up. Mira. He's gonna
Can we
just like
see the light at all?
There's one way to find out. I need everyone to make a survival check.
Ooh.
Survival? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
great at those.
You said if we're wearing our masks, we don't have disadvantage?
That's only for perception.
Oh, okay.
This is different.
19.
16.
Okay. Anybody get below a 15?
14.
Only one person. Okay. With the aid of the light from Sumaji's belt buckle thing, everyone's shouting, after an hour or so, the other four of you moving forward eventually run into Sumaji.
where'd y'all go?
You left us.
Yeah.
You being dumb butt?
And just as you reunite, the blizzard would start to cease because it only lasted for 4 hours, and roughly 4 hours have passed.
We can see the entrance to the cave from where
Yeah.
we're standing.
You'd be,
Oh no.
yeah,
we have not moved.
you'd probably be like Yeah, not too far away.
We can, if we look real hard, we can see it.
Yeah. That's why blizzards are dangerous, man. Like, if you're walking in a blizzard, you can't see. Yeah. Yeah, you reunite about maybe a couple 100 feet away from the den.
Right. Maybe we should have just waited out the blizzard.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well-
tired. Cold.
Alright. Get in wagon.
I kicked it over, and the
Yeah, the wagon. Sumaji broke the wagon when he kicked it over.
Oh.
And it was one of those hand-drawn ones. It wouldn't been able to hold like everybody in and pull it along.
it quite would have been Sumaji and Samira's like crunk and he's
Yeah, yeah.
right. Well, now that we can see, I can actually probably guide us where we need to go. Maybe.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna replace the coin. I'm gonna put it in the front.
Oh, right, we're not too far. Hey, Tero, could you show me where you left that guy? That git?
Oh, yes, right over here.
Sweet.
Ooh, this is harder to find without the blood trail.
Yeah, and then because of the blizzard for like the last, the blood trail would be like, covered in snow. The body's like partially covered in snow from the blizzard. You just see like a couple, like, he was bald. So yeah, you just see like a lump of snow.
Oh, there he is.
He died relatively close to where the remains of the bear were taken, and the bear's remains are just not there.
Yeah, I'll just walk over, grab him by like the backs of the jacket.
Yeah.
Here he is. Just yank him up out of the snow, like a magic trick. Just poof, the snow goes flying everywhere, and there's a dead body, just like.
Nice. I know you have a predilection. Is that the word? You want to do it?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to deprive you of the pleasure.
Oh no. Yeah. I do it all.
Well,
the
if
time.
you insist.
I do it all the time. Yeah.
Well, right, I suppose. I do a lot of things all the time that I greatly enjoy, but I greatly appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah.
To saw the head off.
Yeah. It's frozen,
Is
so
it-
it's
Yeah.
frozen.
Is
so
there a
actually-
technique to it or anything? I'm just, I've certainly removed heads in my time, but you seem an expert, so I would love for any pointers.
So you see that nub right there? Right above it? He like positions, and then he's like, do one of them.
Yeah,
It slides in weirdly effortlessly based on how frozen the body is.
ooh, soft.
Or you figure out how you want to wiggle it. Enjoy.
I'm gonna look around. Is it what is it like a knife? What's the blade that
It's a
Hey,
dagger.
Andy. Is a dagger? Okay.
Full on dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look around. No. Yeah, that wouldn't really. Okay.
But he does
Yeah.
have like an extra knife if you're thinking.
Yeah, he would like clear out some space in the snow and like put him on the ground and then just like plant a boot on the side of his head and then just both hands just start just like wrenching, levering, sawing motion.
Yeah, not a lot of blood because again, frozen, and
Yeah.
it mostly he bled out. So
Yeah.
eventually the head kind of just comes free.
Whew. Well,
That's great form.
thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah. Get the hang of it. Alright. Just get
Fun
over
to
this.
learn new things.
Yeah, it is. And he thinks back. You see him kind of like do like a little and then turns around.
And then Sumaji's leading the way. Alrighty. We move to another hex.
Hex scroll. That's what we're doing.
Uh, And each hex is roughly about 5 hours of travel,
Damn.
if give or take. So as you walk along, the afternoon sun begins to like dance. Not really, just sort of shines in the sky. The blizzard, like I said, the blizzard breaks at some point, and nothing really eventful happens today. Like, or at least this hex, this day of travel, nothing really eventful happens. It's just sort of like a walk down a snowdrift heavy, but well traveled forest road.
Oh, we better be getting on find place to sleep. Yeah.
I mean, we could push on a little bit.
Yeah, it's still pretty early in the afternoon. It's probably like 2 o'clock.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, okay.
Maybe
Sorry.
that- yeah, we got pretty early. Travel for 2 hours. Yeah.
All right.
We can go for a
I
little
heard
bit longer.
like an uneventful day, and I thought that was. I thought you were saying like it was the end of the day. You said that.
Should have said it. An eventful day so far.
Cool. All right. Cool. Never mind. Postpone that.
Yeah, keep
Everybody
walking.
good? How are we about heat? Everybody good with body temperature?
I think
I'm keeping myself warm.
yeah, we got some cold resistance. We got people wearing warm clothing.
Abraham's steaming.
Yeah.
How's Tero
I'm looking
doing?
at I'm looking at Tero, who's like in a
In
makeshift.
a robe.
Yeah.
Bundles up in it. It's a lot of fabric.
Okay.
Is it like I pictured it as like a heavy quilt.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
Like at this point.
After you described him last time, where he just like pulled his arms in, all I can imagine is as he's walking, we just see.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's
Just
walking and
this-
it's just empty sleeves flapping in the breeze.
Awesome.
He's just, oh my god!
I love that
love
for
this
him.
character. I love this character so much.
Perfect. Yeah. Tero's
doing the
Tero's great.
T-Rex walk in the sleeves.
Oh no! It's as he's there are probably times where as he's walking, his hands come peeking up out of the like, neck hole, and they're just like this on the neck of his jacket.
It's how he eats his little walking snacks.
Oh yeah, he's just pulling him up from inside. You just see the hands coming up from the neck, while the arms are just flapping in the breeze.
That's so
my
perfect.
God.
Oh god.
I forgot to move the thing the last time you guys walked a bit. Alrighty. So, a few more hours into the day, we'll say probably like 2 or 3. So the evening sun is beginning to like go across the sky. You guys eventually approach this towering stone wall that acts as a barricade, separating a town from the edge of the forest you're currently walking through, the Shadow-Touched Wilds. The wall is about 30 feet high. Up top on the ramparts is patrolled by numerous worms, each armed with barbed glaives and crossbows. A massive reinforced gate looms ahead, flanked by spikes adorned with the decaying heads of various creatures. Like people just cut the heads off the creatures, just stuck them on the spikes. The heads are bestial and grotesquely mid-transformation. Halfway between wolf, bear, and other beasts that were turning into humanoids when they died. From the tales of this region in the forests, these likely belong to the wild and feral lycanthropes that live within the Shadow-Touched Wilds. The ones that are just like, not, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're not like lycanthropes that change with the moon. These are ones that are like, they can do that. Yeah, they're like furries.
Oh, they can do it at will. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say there's like that all the time.
All they're doing is yiffing. But no, these are the ones that are like, not all the time. Yeah, the ones in the Shadow-Touched Wilds are like super, super violent, super cursed. They, instead of turning on full moons, they become more violent and swarm towards settlements on full moons to turn people. That's their whole goal, kind of deal. Hence why this wall is here, to protect the people from the southern Koldari expanse from the creatures that live in the northern half. And as you approach the gate to Nelduin, a worm atop the wall yells, "Halt! State your business in Nelduin." And all the worms
Abraham.
walls, crossbows.
Abraham like speaks inside everyone around here's heads, and it's just like, what, yeah, like he usually does. But he's like, you're gonna have to speak for me, cause if I speak like this to them, I'm out.
We're traveling merchants and entertainers. We have some trinkets to sell in town if possible. And, provide entertainment for the townsfolk for the night before passing on.
The people here don't carry much coins. You won't likely sell anything here. As for entertainment, the people don't need it here. They don't seek it here. They usually keep to themselves. I assume you're just...
Well,
I assume you're just rather passing through?
we're passing through, but we got multiple things to provide the townsfolk while we're here. And just resting for the night.
Sure.
Ask him about bathrooms.
Got a
Between-
train.
Only in the guard barracks and the tavern. The tavern is free for all to use. Feel free to use that. Like people do.
Alright. Until y'all had one. Didn't have
Of
to piss
course
out here.
we have bathrooms. However, the nearby settlements have been experiencing morn fever. It's been spreading pretty rapidly. So we'll have to have you all kind of fuck. This is me trying to think, not this guy. You'll all have to just give us a sample so we can make sure you're not infected. Kind of deal with morn fever, and then in the morning you'll be free to go. It's just a saliva sample, nothing major. Just we don't want to spread the infection if you are infected into the southern lands, but you can't enter the city or the village, whatever the fuck this place is called. You can't enter Nelduin without agreeing to said samples, and you can't leave town if you're infected. If you're found to be infected with morn fever. Anyone who wants to, if you want to know what morn fever is, medicine check.
Sure. I'll try.
Because there's probably people who have not really heard of it.
Mhm. That's a one.
Yeah, you don't know
11.
what it is.
17.
14.
Let me pull up my glossary document I made for myself. So everybody but Sumaji. Oh, maybe Lyle. Yep. Morn fever is a disease spread in areas plagued by undead, like the Shadow Touch Wilds. It causes victims to weep uncontrollably, producing tears laced with pus that give the appearance of constant mourning. The eyes become inflamed, red, and swollen, eventually leading to blindness. And it only affects humanoids. So Abraham would be immune to morn fever. So you don't have to deal. Yeah, so it's called morn fever because it makes someone look like they're just weeping.
Terrible.
So you just have to agree to that, and then in the morning, once the samples have been tested by our doctor from Nebelstadt Hospital, you'll be free to move on. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah, we're all amenable to that.
Abraham's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Alright, looks down at the clearly, mind flayer body that's wearing a mask. Your friend there is fine. Their kind is immune to morn fever. Just affects gestures to everybody else. After a few moments, since you all agreed, a small door in the gate creaks open and an individual steps out wearing a dark hooded scarlet robe and a brass plague doctor mask with a variety of star-like designs carved under the eyes, signifying that this individual is a high-ranking member within Nebelstadt Hospital. A silver amulet bearing the insignia of Nebelstadt Hospital is around their neck, which is a syringe filled with actual blood. And then wrapped around their waist, like a belt, is a pale yellow-colored tiefling-like tail that comes to a sharp point. This individual approaches you all, reveals a bandolier lined with empty vials. I only need your saliva, if you don't mind. Mon fever is nasty business. And then gives a vial to everybody but Abraham. Give me a big hearty spit. Go on.
Hit him with the hawk tooth.
Tero takes the vial.
Yeah.
Tero's gonna take the vial and he's gonna like swish around his mouth until he's got a good amount, and then while making direct eye contact with this person, just like extends his tongue, just like, and just like lets it just run down his tongue into the thing.
Ew.
Lyle does it too, but like we have bird spit soup or whatever it's called. Yeah.
He just like turns his beak like this.
Corks the vials. Yeah, this guy's.
I'm just imagining.
He's weird. It's a weird
Scooch
guy.
going, and then you just for
It's
some
brown.
reason hear a bell go. Like,
Oh yeah, because he does chew, right? So actually,
Yeah.
in Lyle's vial, there's like little bits of chewed up like fish that he chews, like tobacco. And the doctor just laughs and goes, "Oh, thank you all very much. Nasty business, Morn Fever. You don't want it. You don't want your eyes to explode.
Can I get a vibe check on this dude? He seems like he's kind of.
You don't need to roll for. He's weird.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little attuned.
You know, he's like one of those weird doctors who like takes home. You know, when they to perform surgery, there's like the stories. The doctor's like, okay, well, we removed this limb. I can keep it.
They don't need that anymore.
No, it's like one of those. There's like, you guys seen those stories of, like doctors like perform surgeries and then they keep like the finger or whatever. Yeah, just like collect. He's a weird eccentric. You know what? Yeah, insight check.
while this guy's doing that, can I instead take note of how his mask is like more higher ranking than mine?
You can do a perception check. Just to get like or perception or investigation to get like a good look at his like mask and try to like mentally map what it looks like.
Okay.
Sumaji, what'd you get?
22.
I mean, his exterior is he's weird. He seems to really enjoy his job essentially. Probably a little too much. He might be a bit of a freak. Are you looking to like ascertain anything specifically? Like,
Yeah, you ever get those? You know, that's like. I'm trying to think something like to reference. The only thing I can think of is like an American Horror Story Asylum. The doctor who like was purposely doing experiments on people to like see how certain things. Is it like the vibe of like, ooh, I can't wait to like see if their like saliva reacts to this shit and purposely infect people kind of situation?
What'd you get?
22.
22. I mean, yeah, probably. He probably just like is curious what like. I mean, he's testing to see if your saliva has disease in it, like the morn fever. He's probably gonna be like, he probably. You know, if people die in Nelduin, he probably is the first to go like, ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's also from Nebelstedt Hospital, which has a history of like experimenting with blood. Like Nelduin or Nebelstedt Hospital has the whole like history of they're the ones who first started researching hemocraft and blood magic, and it's a very well-known story that the founder of the hospital eventually like left the hospital because he heard voices in the blood and decided to follow the voices to where they told him to go. So it's not really like mysterious that the doctors of Nebelstedt Hospital are a little fucking weird.
Weird.
But yeah,
if we're
you definitely get the vibe that this dude, if somebody were to drop dead in town, like, he'd be like, oh,
yeah,
mine.
Okay.
Nice.
But like nothing overtly like sinister or anything, but maybe just like
Okay.
he's like a weirdo. He's like a more eccentric. Yeah, he's just a weirdo. He's not like sniffing the vials and stuff like that. Give him a little taste. He's not doing weird stuff like that. He's just He's a fun little guy.
He's a guy
not-
that
he's not the-
appreciates the weird.
Yeah, of course.
He's not the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors.
Ooh. Ooh. No, probably not. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Little Shop of Horrors in so long, so I don't really remember.
Not
He was
quite that sadistic.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
so-
he was he was Steve Martin as a sadist who he huffs the nitrous instead of giving it to the patients before he does procedures.
Yeah, not like that.
And then Bill Murray, I think, was the masochist who freaked him out.
Abraham, what'd you get for your investigation check? For the mask?
24.
24. Yeah. It's very like intricate details made with a scalpel to carve that into the mask, and the based on his rank, yeah, it's a brass mask. So it would need to be a brass mask with these intricate like 6 stars carved under each eye piece, and done like they're done with like expert precision in a specific pattern that you can make a mental note of. Replicating it is another thing entirely.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
And with Nebelset Hospital, you guys would also know there's like probably creeds and certain things that they're taught when they like rank up that you wouldn't know about, and that'd be an additional thingamabob. But yeah, you all follow the doctor into a small desolate town steeped in a somber atmosphere. The ground is snow-covered dirt that is frozen and uneven, and only a handful of people wrapped tightly in heavy hooded cloaks hurry past, avoiding eye contact as they make their way. Like, no one gives eye contact here. The town feels transient, as though built only for travelers to pass through. A single tavern, worn and neglected, sits at its center. Most of the windows are boarded up, though you can hear muffled voices murmuring within. A portion of the roof appears to have caved in at one point, and has been patched over hastily with furs anchored by stones. There's a big old hole in the roof of the tavern, but it's got covered with like furs and stones to hold it in place. No one's like repaired it. A few rundown homesteads dot the edges of the single main road. Occupants are like peering cautiously through windows, like through boarded up windows at you all, only to quickly close their curtains from the inside. Beyond the main road, you can see small, narrow, cluttered alleyways where extremely run-down-looking wooden shacks reside. I'll contact you all in the morning to see if you're clear and move on. Oh, and you can move on. You must stay in town until then, just in case you're sick and you spread it beyond to everyone. Poor everyone, blowing up their eyes. There's food and drink at the tavern, and rooms to spend the night. Shouldn't cost you anything whatsoever. By the way, I am Dr. Ichabod Sephrin.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Dr. Sephrin.
It was a pleasure collecting your spit.
You're very welcome.
Aha! Ha! Enjoy Nelduin as well as you can. But I'll try to be pretty quick with finding you all in the morning. If you stay at the inn, then I'll come find you at the inn. There's not really anywhere else you can stay here, because this place is a bit of a shithole. Toodaloo! And he turns and begins heading towards a small, solitary stone residence tucked behind the tavern, leaving you all to yourselves in Nelduin. You can see the tavern. It's pretty small, like it's very small. You can see a tavern, you can see a couple like the homesteads that are like run down and falling apart. Then there's like the alleys behind the tavern, which are all like the rundown wooden shacks. At the base of the perimeter wall is this 2-story stone squat building that's built up against and into the perimeter wall, which is what, Abraham, you saw in your vision when you ate the brain. And you can see, you see the barracks, and they're pretty heavily
Patrol.
guarded and patrolled. Yeah, and so in the front door of the barracks are 2 worms at all times, just standing there. But this is Nelduin. You were told food and drink in the tavern if you need it, rooms to spend the night if you need it, and please stay until morning. Kind of deal to see if you're not sick.
I'm gonna go for my ring.
Alright, let us know if you need any help.
I shouldn't.
Yeah?
Ah.
Well, good luck. We'll probably be here when you get it.
Alright, well, if I don't see you, I'll check the bar, get a pint, something.
Yeah, for sure. Hey Sumaji, you still got that banner? The one we used for the fortune telly?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like this little 4x6 banner that you could hook onto like a windowsill or at the edge of a table that just says fortune hear your fortune, tarot, palm readings, 1 copper each.
Okay.
And it's got like a bunch of like different like very chaotic like magic sparkles that you would see on like fortune tellers posters.
Don't do too well with that, or might actually think you're a witch.
There's other things I could do that could make them think that. This is not one of them.
Right. What? See us.
Mira, Scooch, how about y'all go get a place for us? Tero, do you want to keep an eye out on Abraham?
Certainly. Happy to help.
No, we'll hang out here, Abraham. We'll do nothing behalf of you during your time.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so Scooch and Samira head to the tavern, and then the rest of you are going to partially go to the barracks. And okay. So yeah, the barracks are pretty close. It's a long, squat, 2-story stone building nestled at the base of the perimeter wall. 2 worms on guard at all times by the front door. It's a large, reinforced wooden door. There's a wooden staircase up the side of the building that goes up to the ramparts where like 15 or so guards patrol. It's heavily patrolled, and so is the barracks are also heavily patrolled, and barred windows line the building, and every so often you can see a worm moving through the dim interior past one of the windows. There's probably you can probably estimate there's probably 20 or 30 worms in and around that building at all times.
Right. So I missed. You say that the latrine that he dropped the ring in was in the barracks.
It was in the barracks. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, oh, I'll just go into the bar and sort this out. Awesome. Okay. Right. I didn't think about this. I suppose I'm just good.
Why don't you send your little brain runner?
Yeah, he's a bit conspicuous.
Yeah, he's about the size of a cat, or a little bit bigger than a cat.
It has a little fur trail. It could just look like one of them naked cats.
I don't know if I buy it, but
Yeah, here's his brain with a scalp just sitting on top.
I mean, I could get arrested. It's got to break me out.
no. Let me think. Right. Can we do like a loop?
Impossible to loop the building because it's built right up against the. It's built into the perimeter wall, so people can't get into it from behind. It's basically the barracks are built so it's basically face on or nothing else.
Right. And I guessing if we wanted to go through the out where the latrines are, we would have had to have been on the other side of the wall.
No. Didn't see anything on that side.
Oh, okay.
Just a wall.
Cool.
Yeah, in the vision, the guy walked through the barracks, took either a left. I think he took a left. I can't remember. I can actually figure it real quick. Took a left when he entered. Walked down that corridor. You can see worms constantly walking down through the barred windows. and they walked into a small little bathroom with like 4 stalls, squatted on one of them, took a dump, and it looks like it fell through a hole into a chamber pot and not into like a sewage system or anything.
Oh, okay.
So it's
chamber pot
in
could be-
the building.
Okay. Alright. You know, lads, we might have to do this at night. After we procure some disguises.
I mean, are we gonna fuck up some worms?
Maybe not. We'll see if we meet anybody in the bar.
Well, you go ahead. Well, I want to talk with Tero for a second.
Yeah. I gotta think about this. Hey,
Okay. So just Sumaji and Tero while Abraham heads towards the tavern.
So, proposition for you, Tero.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like that doctor.
All right.
So, a bit worried what he could find out too. I don't know how well
Okay.
his. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. How do I ask you this?
Just ask it.
Would you like to take him out?
Sumaji, I thought you'd never ask. You've made me the happiest girl in the world.
I will accompany you. I have a little bit of a personal play in this game.
Right, that might make things a little more difficult, but I think we can figure it out.
I'm pretty quiet if I need to be.
Okay. Should we do that now or tonight?
Probably not now. Probably tonight.
Okay.
If anything, we could be a distraction for whatever Abraham needs to do.
Fair. So I think he also said he wanted to do that at night.
Yeah, so we'd be the
Oh, we'd be the distraction.
Right.
Oh, so we would do it loud.
we could make it loud if we need to, but
Okay, all right. Oh, I thought we were going to have to try and be sneaky about it. Oh, we get to be loud and messy.
your excitement is unnerving, but I appreciate it. I figured you'd be the only one that would be up for such a endeavor. So
I thought he was interesting, but if you don't like him, yeah, he's dead.
you could be, you could be interesting, and you could be also on the shit list. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, certainly. I had no problem with him, but since you had a problem with him, now I have a problem with him.
good to know.
This guy is insane.
All right. Well,
Who, the doctor?
Yeah, why not?
that one. All right. Well,
You got something to say there, DM?
staring up into the god.
He looks right into the camera.
Yeah, he's got that Deadpool madness.
It's fine.
All right. That's all I had. Are you
Alright.
like? This is a weird question. Are you like? You actually have like an actual body underneath that, right? You're not just like some weird, messed up.
He just like lifts up the jacket, and it's just like nothing. No, it's just like, yeah, just like a real skinny dude with gray skin.
How skinny are we talking?
Pretty damn skinny, like ribs showing.
You eat.
Oh yes, gotta keep the energy up.
You don't keep weight well.
Not really. They're not showing like fully, but it's like you can
Right,
see.
but it's definitely like skinny ribs kind of situation. It's like you're just skinny enough to where they'll pop out,
Yeah.
right? Well, if you ever need like, I don't know, workout regime or anything, or something to get you some more muscle. Always good to be fast and strong.
I'm certainly fast. I could be stronger.
All right.
know a few ways to make up for it, though.
Oh, I guess maybe we should do this. What? Before I go to sleep. So maybe you can trance, or I don't know.
It depends on when in the night you want to do it.
I mean, let's just be honest. Whenever you get the itch, I don't really get that craving. So whenever you really feel like the time is nigh and the
Oh,
blood
that
is
could be any
fresh.
minute now. So I don't think that's. I mean, that's Kurt. You said it. Now I'm ready to go. So I think you should set the timing.
We'll do it when the about 2 hours after sundown.
Right.
Hey, that
I'll
reminds me.
appreciate the anticipation.
I gotta pull up the old, because this is a far north continent time of year. It'll be night in about 1 hour.
So in about 3 hours.
Alrighty.
Murder.
So, well, that. I assume you two are also headed to the tavern too, then. Okay. So, yeah, right. Samira and.
Wait, could we? Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, to give us some time out, could Tero, if he's down, could we do like? Hey, what was that? Could we do like a small loop to just get an eyes on the abode?
Oh,
of
the
stone building.
Yeah. Ichabod's.
What was what?
Ichabod's home.
Ichabod's home.
Ichabod. Tucked behind the tavern, it's right behind the tavern, is a small stone building that has seen some wear and tear. The front door is made of splintering wood that has been heavily reinforced with bits of metal, and the windows have all been boarded up to keep the cold out.
It's the only way in.
Yep.
All right.
Samira and Scooch.
Good evening.
You both enter the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Cold would be the best way to describe the atmosphere. 3 rounded wooden tables with crooked stools provide sparse seating, the only seating. Aside from a battered, well-worn counter that rests along the bar, the only 3 patrons sitting at it, and in the bar total, are visibly intoxicated, helping themselves to scant bottles left behind the counter. Against one wall is a pretty shit fireplace that emits faint warmth and light, barely smoldering embers. A layer of frost clings to the walls, hinting at visible neglect, and there is no sign of anyone tending to the establishment. Just these 3 dudes just helping themselves behind the counter. A 4th patron, this heavy-set dwarf with a face just covered in tattoos, emerges from the kitchen with bowls and some stale bread for just the individuals there. Puts the food on the counter, takes his own seat at the counter, sees the 2 of you enter. The owner disappeared weeks ago. Now, just anyone's game, you know. Waves towards the shelves of all the alcohol. Hungry, make it yourself. Thirsty, just help yourself. Ha! Ain't nobody use the rooms up there no more. If you need a bed, gestures towards the set of rickety wooden stairs that are like sagging in the middle. They're up there somewhere. Hello.
Hi there.
So it's just these 4 patrons that are just sitting here. Yeah, owner disappeared a few weeks ago, so anyone can kind of come in and take what they want, drink it, eat it, shit.
Considering the owner's absence, I'm sure you all wouldn't mind my solicitations.
We got no money.
We got no food. You willing to share or trade?
Help yourself, I made some stew in the kitchen. And obviously, help yourselves to the booze, it's nobody owns it anymore.
Well, thank you kindly.
With
Alright, come on, Scooch. Let's get some food for everyone. I'll just kind of keep my eyes on all the patrons and just kind of scoot around the bar.
Alright. Yeah, You can
into
see
the kitchen.
you can see the bottles on the shelves are a few bottles of whiskey, a very old bottle of a wine called Monstrosities Finest.
Weird.
Never goes away.
It can't. It's like a 400-year-old bottle of wine.
It's the last one in existence.
It's probably a couple bottles of black licorice mead. But you and Scooch head into the kitchen. It is in equally rough shape. Most shelves are bare. Only a few loaves of stale bread left. Some have frozen from the cold that seeps into this place. Against the far walls is a simple stone oven where a small fire has recently gone out, though a large pot still bubbles with the stew. So you approach the stew to look in or to get some bowls for everybody. It's a murky, grayish-green sludge with a few bloated chunks of stale bread floating on the surface like soggy, misshapen islands. A thin layer of oily scum shimmers on top, gathering in pale yellow-green streaks where the fat has separated. Small, stringy pieces of unknown meat cling together in clumps, with tiny bones and unidentifiable bits occasionally bobbing up from the depths. The smell is sharp and sour, with a faint hint of decay that mixes unpleasantly with the earthy dampness of the stale bread. The stew's texture is thick and lumpy, and the liquid is like almost gelatinous in its texture. And then beside the oven is a small wooden counter with a cutting board that shows recent sign of use, most likely for butchering because there's fresh blood smears across it. But that is the stew in its description. And there's some wooden bowls right beside it.
I'm gonna dip a pinky in and give it a little taste.
It's incredibly sour. Overly salted to probably hide something. Very gelatinous. It, like, you taste it and you immediately feel like a very heavy oil, like layer of oil coat the tongue. Yeah, it's sour, bitter. It's not great, but it's warm.
Is there any...
The meat, you have no idea what it is. It's real tiny.
Yeah.
And there's riddled with bones.
Is there any, like, oats or grits or anything
Nope.
in here?
That's why it's
Nothing?
literally like a bread stew with meat in it.
Is there any, like, stale bread around?
Yeah, on the counter.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna start slicing the bread, and kind of, like, try to heat it and toast it with prestidigitation.
Okay.
The guys at the bar can't see me in here, right?
It depends. Does prestidigitation have vocal components?
It does.
Because all spells have vocal components that would be like
Yeah.
part of the spell, and that wouldn't just be like huzzah.
I'm gonna ask, before I do that, I'm gonna ask Scooch to, make some noise. Make it like you're, pulling out, like, plates and bowls, but, like, really loudly.
Yeah.
To kind of cover up
Alright.
my vocal component.
And I'll just like grabbing like the wooden bowls and like
Yeah.
pretend to like trip and drop them all, and it's like blah, 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 like the wood sound of wood like hitting the floor. You hear a voice go, "You're right in there. Yeah, just drop the bowls." And that would be enough time
and,
to
like,
cover your.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna reheat the bread, make it kind of fresh, and then help Scooch carry out plates and bowls, and bring them to one of the tables.
Alrighty. It'd probably be around this time that Abraham would get into the building, just as you're bringing the food out, just because it's a very small town. You could cross a town in like less than, probably, like, if you run, you could cross from one end of the town to the other in like a minute. If you ran, it's real small.
Yeah.
So Abraham would step through at this point, as you're like bringing this bowls of this sour-smelling stew out.
You've been busy.
I didn't make this.
Oh, help yourselves. And this is a dwarf who's intoxicated, so he's been like pounding it back.
Oh, you told me this right, mate?
He made something.
Yeah, I made it. Call it my old. He just passes out on the counter, his head.
Yeah. Hold on. Is this a free for all?
Yeah. The apparently the owner went missing a few weeks back, so everything's free game, including the rooms upstairs.
Another one of the counter goes, no one uses them. No, it's all for whoever wants them. We live here, so we don't need them, but we don't get visitors, so you know.
Alright. I gotta try this. And he grabs one of the bottles.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, I got it. And just takes a
The rum,
swig under his thumb.
or the whiskey, the wine, or the mead, the black licorice mead.
Mead.
Yeah, it's like it tastes like somebody made mead, but
Anise.
but put anise in it. Yeah.
Any mind flare biology effery?
No.
Sweet.
But you do see the bowls of stew that Samira brought out from the kitchen, and it looks foul.
Yeah, not eating that.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Scooch is probably just gonna eat some of the sardines that he's got in his like little can. And then I'd say probably at this point, again, very small town, Sumaji and Tero would then step in.
Hello.
And the two of you see the stew that Samira has.
What the fuck is that? Mira, don't fucking eat that.
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay.
I just
Give me a
brought it
second.
out in case any of you were insane enough to try it.
Uh-oh.
It's
One of the pot?
one of the guys at the counter is like, it's real good.
Okay. I believe you.
Uh-huh.
With Tero.
Oh, one of my teeth fell out in my bowl.
Yeah. And he like puts the bottle in his direction of the licorice mead.
Thank you. Give it a taste, yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like somebody distilled or flavored mead with a bunch of anise, like probably too much. It's just like heavily black licorice flavor.
Tastes like anise.
Anus.
That's an acidinated talks in this chat right now. Sumaji wants to take the bowl that Mira gave him,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of swipe it. Gonna go back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I have a thing, part of my background.
Yeah.
It's called makeshift meals.
No.
I know how to purify food and rations. It says found in ruins, but I imagine
I'd call this a ruin.
yeah. yeah.
I mean,
I was
it
imagining,
almost
so
technically qualifies. Guy left it.
yeah.
It's
So I'm going
Well,
to
you get a good look at the pot itself, and there's meat floating around in it that you don't recognize. It's like, again, like the meat is incredibly tiny, and it's stringy and lots of bones in it, like tiny
bones.
You can tell it's from an animal, not a fish or anything.
Right.
And it just looks like pond scum.
So I'm essentially going to do a Violet Bolidare, what are their names? Fucking from on Series of Unfortunate Events. I just want to fucking take as many pots and pans and different things, like whatever's in the kitchen that they have.
They've got wooden bowls and stale bread.
Perfect. I'm gonna work magic on this. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more edible, to some degree.
So like sifting out, like trying to like sift off some of the grease.
Yeah, like
floating
getting
on
the
top.
oils and shit like that, and
Okay.
even taking some of the stale bread and like using that to soak up some of the oils. We're taking a ladle and like
yeah,
kinda,
the
like,
bread would do it.
scoop.
That's you can do it. That's a trick people can do with bread. That's like they get soaks up all the oil and shit. Okay, you like are you like going through the meat and like actually picking out the bones too, or trying to pick?
Yeah,
out the
he'll
bones?
take time with it.
Okay.
He'll remove the heavy cloak and he'll kind of just be in his garb, and he will spend time with it. This is kind of what he does.
So as you try to like it's starting to look a little better. The gelatinous quality kind of goes down a little bit. You probably pour like a little bit of your water skin in to like mix that in and get it all like less jello like. As you're cleaning up the meat and pulling out the bones, one of the pieces of meat has a long like looks like a worm attached to it. Like a long pink, and you look at it and it's the tail of a rat. The meat in the stew is made from rats.
Is there a place for fire, like to make a fireplace?
Yeah, there's like
Or
there's a little stone. There's a stone oven that's in the kitchen, and then there was the fireplace that's in the tavern itself. And the tavern is basically just embers, and the fireplace is just embers. It's not a good fireplace, but this is like a simple stone oven. You can tell a fire recently was started here, and it's gone out.
All right, I'm gonna sift through, and I'm gonna separate as much as I can with the meat. So as I'm doing the bones, I'm putting a meat into a different bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna divvy up a lot of the heavier wet stuff, and then I'm gonna take and boil the fuck out of this meat. I want meat mush essentially, but trying to kill as much bacteria and germs.
Sure.
Working that and adding a bit more water to it to remove some of the salt flavor.
Yeah.
Cutting that a little bit. And then recombining it and hopefully removing some of the gelatinous nastiness.
Yeah, you can scooping out like the fat and the grease kind of helps with that, and eventually I'd say not too long into it because it didn't need much work to fix it. You have a edible rat and bread stew,
All right.
and it looks less like pond scum now. Instead of it being a grayish green sludge, it's a grayish green murky broth.
Okay.
And like rat meat pate.
Essentially, yeah, that was ideally what I was going for. If I had better stuff, I probably would have made like rat meat meatballs, like dried about. He'll bring that out.
Yeah, so you're all at the table and like a few minutes. It just takes like a few minutes of work, and Sumaji eventually comes out with a revitalized food.
All right. Probably not you, Abraham. All right, let's see. Samira, we'll get you a bowl. Keep it light. Tero, we'll double down on the meat for you. Get you some meat on the
thank you.
bones. Scooch, I'm gonna give you a normal portion, and then I'm gonna have the rest.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Abraham, sorry, I just assumed. Did you want some?
No, you assumed correctly.
All right, and then he'll start divvying up, but he's going to take a spoon as he divvies everybody. He's going to give Mira a bowl, but the bowl probably has like half a ladle scoop.
Okay.
Tero is going to get a healthier portion of rat meat pate. And Scooch, and then Sumaji's going to eat straight out of the
Okay.
pot.
The three dudes at the counter have like all passed out pretty quickly because they were very, very heavy on their drinks. Their counters got like 12. Each of them have like 14 bottles almost each of just alcohol, just polished off and rest, and they're all like passed out on the counter. Yeah.
So, lads, I got an idea, right? But first, well, we need an out in case things get bad, which they will. Like any good plan has a good escape plan. So I'll break it down. So it's gonna get dark here soon, and it's gonna be changing of the guards. We need to be there over here if there's any password stuff when they go in. I mean, go past the, the gates out front. Right? Make sure there's no password or anything like that. Then we gotta figure out how to get a uniform. And then get a uniform, walk in, get into the shit, and get out.
Gonna
But me-
look over at Sumaji. Just like this basically like, are we telling them or are we doing this on our own?
So
me,
idea.
I
I think that's a good
don't
plan.
know how I'm gonna get past them.
Well, idea. So,
I will say also
Go.
the armor. It'd be very noticeable to see a mind flayer wearing worm armor. Yeah.
so I didn't get good vibes from the. I didn't get a good read from that doctor. So, I feel kind of sketched out by him fucking with our juices.
Oh.
So, thought Tero and I infiltrate the doctor's abode. We raise just enough hell, just enough craziness to get some worms to come to us. We
Wait, you-
do what we do.
You and Tero
Yeah. Who else would it be?
are killing the doctor?
I mean, if he dies, he dies.
I like that just immediate assumption. Like, oh, Tero's going with, so it's murder.
So it's death.
Wait, but
I
isn't
have an idea.
don't we need his approval to leave here?
Oh,
I'm stuck here.
are we?
I have an idea that might be able to work for both goals, if possible.
Yeah, what you got?
If you can get me the doctor's mask, and like his cloak, I might be able to help Ape here sneak in.
I will
As an
say you do
assistant?
remember that he used his tail as a belt, and it was a yellow tiefling tail.
Maybe I could use Ape's paint to paint my tail to use as a belt that he had.
Yeah, but
Or we just
Like
cut
if-
off his tail and we use it
yeah,
to tie
if
it
he's
up.
dead, we just take his
Well,
tail.
yeah, if you're killing him, yeah, I guess.
We probably will. Yeah, I'm just going to be quite honest.
But that's if he's the only doctor, then
What?
well, I don't know the character of everybody here, but this
This town's going to
this
shit
town,
anyway.
This town is just going.
It's pretty
so
much out
that's
the
a
door.
one doctor.
And he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. But, I mean, weirdo's a weirdo, but it's not, like, oppressing nobody.
You all know that.
Right, we don't know that.
He could be making people sick.
What? That's not.
Good enough
Come
for
on,
me?
man.
Why don't y'all
That's not enough
knock
for
him out and then tie him up in his office?
And
for
cut his tail
now?
off?
Maybe. I mean, he technically doesn't need his tail to live.
Yeah. Someone being weird is not enough for me. Because, I mean, look at us.
Some of us have a history.
Look at us. We, for one reason or another, would take it in because we were weird. Now, if we did that same thing to this guy,
Mhm.
what does that make us?
Movers of
If
the
we
weird.
kill people because they give us weird vibes, we're no better than the worms.
I'll consider knocking him
Sumaji.
out.
Thank you.
If I hit too hard, though, you can't be mad.
Also,
As long as
Abraham,
there's no blade wounds.
your mouth has gone kind of a little numb from the mead.
Like, okay, so like one of the tentacles starts to droop under the mask a little bit, and I'll like put it back up so that it's not like showing, so it still gives the appearance, like at least from a distance, that he's just a dude and not a mind flayer. So that tentacle just droops down a bit. It's like,
but what I was saying is, if you can get the doctor's mask and cloak and maybe his tail, I can pretend to be the doctor, bring Abraham in as my assistant, and we go to the latrines to get some, random inspection stool sample.
How tall is Samira?
Research purposes. I'm 5'8".
Okay, Ichabod is 5'9".
Nice.
I can fake 5'9".
I had to pull up the thing.
what's up? What's up, Tero?
Scooch will
Yeah,
actually...
Tero?
Sorry, go ahead.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
First one, real quick, are Samira's horns and the doctor's horns like the same kind of horns?
His horns are here, and they go back just a little bit. They don't go back as far as Samira. Samira's kind of like loop around like this a little bit.
So just like demonstrably different.
Yeah, but also his were concealed underneath all of his his plague doctor regalia. He didn't see his horns.
Oh, okay.
But like based on like, fuck, I just
It's like bump.
little bumps. Hers are visibly like they'd stick out.
Out of character, I also have the actor feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was he was gonna ask. Second question: what if someone speaks to you?
Lyle, can you do like an eccentric like Germanic? Can you do like an eccentric like voice?
Can you remind me what he sounds like, Justin?
Oh yes, very good. Just like a mad scientist, German mad scientist.
Well, you see here, we are coming to investigate the latrines. It is very French in Hopper, I'm sorry.
It's very French.
You're leaning more toward Fey.
Shut up.
That's Fey accent.
We have come here to...
Nope.
Still French.
God, Hopper is in me so strong. God.
Hopper's in me so hard.
Shut up.
Well, all right, we'll leave you to
The point
alone.
I'm trying to make is that Samira can do a very passable impression
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and gets advantage on performance and deception check when trying to pass off as another person and can mimic the speech of another person.
Lyle will say, What does the tip of your tail look like? His came to like a really spear-like tip.
We're gonna cut off the tail and
Yeah,
take
we're
it.
gonna
I was
cut it
really a
off
fan
on.
of that
Yeah,
idea.
we were just
What?
gonna hide my tail and yeah. I
We're
don't
just
like
gonna tie
it
it.
either.
Not gonna paint it yellow?
I mean, we could if Abraham wants to share his paints.
Oh yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if the tail doesn't work, we'll do the paint. We don't want you to waste your paint, Abraham. You have to use that for all your spell stuff.
You know what it's used for.
From
I
the
just like the way it looks.
from one of the unconscious people at the bar, you just hear.
So you go steamy.
There's a There's a goblin.
play paint.
Don't chew on my toes, goblin.
I do also have a disguise kit that I'm proficient with to help me with this disguise as well.
Okay.
Charlatan background.
Is anybody else drinking the bottle that Abraham offered to Tero?
I drank a little bit of it.
All right. Yeah, you also feel like it's got like a bitter taste and the black licorice taste, a burning sensation in the mouth, and then your mouth goes numb.
Tero, you feeling all right?
My mouth is numb.
What the fuck are you drinking?
That sounded so much like Jar Jar Binks. It was really funny.
My mouth is numb. my tongue is fabbit.
Okay, sorry.
It's a Tero.
Sumaji. Oh no. Oh, no. Sumaji, what'd you say? Sorry.
So what the fuck are you drinking? I'm gonna hold it up and like shake it.
Yeah, it looks like mead. You can see like botanicals in there. It's like a dark liquid with like botanicals in it.
It's not bad. It's a bit strong. But it's a mild punch.
Oh, the label would say black licorice mead on it.
definitely makes that guard that was whopping me earlier, gives him a run for his money.
1 second. Sumaji's gonna get up and walk to the bar again.
Yeah.
Is there what other ones were there?
There is numerous bottles of whiskey,
Okay.
and a bottle of a dusty bottle of wine that says Monstrosities' finest, and the bottling date was like 400 years ago.
Right. I'm gonna take one of those bottles of whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the pot that I have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Does the kitchen have like a door to it to the outside?
No, it's an open doorway.
Gonna clean it, take some snow, pack it in, clean out the pot, so the nasty rat stew
Yeah.
remnants are gone. Gonna take a big cloth and just clean it out. I'm gonna pop open the bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. You pour it out. Make a. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you pour it out.
No, I'm pouring it into the pot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go grab another one, pour it into the pot.
Yep.
I'm gonna get me some kind of mixing utensil.
Okay.
So that ladle that I was using.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my vial, and I'm gonna pour a little bit into the vial and shake it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that corruption shit.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop. And I'm gonna slow cook the whiskey so that it cooks down whatever the corruption shit is into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just let that cook for just a hot second. I'm not gonna be over it. I'm gonna be very much. I'm gonna pull up my shirt a bit so that.
Yeah, it stinks.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just slow cook it. And then after a couple minutes, I'm gonna bring it outside and I'm gonna set it into the snow so it cools fast.
Okay.
Take those bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, I would say with all of this and the talk inside, it's now like dark out.
Okay, perfect.
Because you were an hour away from dark anyway, so.
Do both bottles and I reseal the caps.
Yep.
Give them a little shake.
Yep.
All right, and I'm gonna walk back out. So, while y'all are inside, if you could just leave these 2 bottles somewhere in the building to be used and drank, would be great.
But what are you getting at?
What? The guards are gonna get drunk. They're gonna drink it. And then whatever the fuck this corruption shit was, gonna be in them.
What corruption?
Oh, you didn't see?
No.
On that bear? That nasty shit that was coming off of it?
Oh, you took
Oh,
some of
that's
that.
what that was?
Yeah, I took some of it.
Resourceful.
That's vile. That's vile. I love it.
Oh, maybe you could walk in with the, whatever you go in, you could be like, oh, look what I found. Fresh bottles of whiskey or some shit, and hand it to the guards as you go in, and they could imbibe,
Right.
whatever.
Now, I would just like to clarify something for my own records really quickly.
Hmm?
So the doctor were not down for killing, but all the guards indiscriminately with poison we're fine with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, the guards they're the oppressors.
The doctor could be oppressing people. We don't know.
That's right. We don't
That's
know.
right. If you
That's
find
the
out,
distinction.
if you find out that he is among the oppressors, then honestly I have no problem. But because we don't know, keep him alive just in case.
All right. Follow-up question. So the guards we're just oppressors, just uniform on, oppressor, fair game.
They
Good.
They use the literal and metaphorical tools of oppression. Yeah.
So anyone wearing those uniforms is just fair game, is what I'm here. I just want to clarify ahead of time.
Unless,
For
unless
tonight,
one of us
yes.
is wearing the uniforms.
Well,
To- as a
obviously, yes.
disguise.
If anyone is genuinely wearing the uniform, I'm not going to be that pedantic about it.
Well,
I'm just
once-
clarifying what
until-
you all want.
Until sunrise, yes.
It's a very strange and specific window, but I'll go with it.
Which reminds me, how long until that happens now? This time. Sunrise is at noon.
Oof.
Yes, it's 6 hours of.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
It's six. Yeah, it's six.
Yeah.
It's 6 hours of daylight, year round. Hold on. Yeah. Year round, it's 6 hours of daylight. However, in the winter, it's 19 hours of daylight each day, and it's
I
currently
wonder
not.
we
it's-
got lost for those.
and
first-
it's not winter right now. It's still, I think it's like summer or spring.
we were walking around in the blizzard, the dark blizzard.
Yeah, so 6 hours of daylight.
Okay, so
Right.
me and,
So
me and Tero
go
to the
on.
doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
We figure out if he's worth keeping up. If not, something happens. Are you painting your tail, or do you want us to remove his tail?
No, paint it.
Okay, we paint tail.
Yeah, and I'll see if I can get an illusion to make it as pointy as sounds.
Right. Get you the gear. You're bringing in Abraham as what?
Assistant.
All right.
Yeah, muscle.
Well, you're
Young
going to be new.
upstart.
They're going to recognize you as part of our group. Is this? You want to
No,
go with
just
that?
wear a
You.
robe.
All right. Do you have a robe? Pretty naked.
Also, do you know when the last time a mind flayer came through this settlement? I don't imagine y'all are very common up above ground.
Yeah, no, that's. Well, maybe I need to get something over my head. a
Your
bit
big
more.
dome.
Yeah,
All right.
maybe
I could-
modify
I could
modify this
give you-
mask to cover the
I
head.
could give you this.
You can wear mine.
Nah, they saw us in those. Can't use something that we all wore. But before we get too far in this, we need to have an escape plan. You know, we got a little bit of a plan right now, but we have to figure out: are we just gonna get and go in the middle of the night, or what are we thinking?
Just thinking about planning heading straight west, right? After this?
Yeah, but don't you think they're gonna like ask us or be like, oh, what that doctor say about you infected? You know, like we can't leave until doctor gives the
Well,
old.
if Samira's taken the disguise, Samira could just clear us all.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty handy with a forgery kit.
So if they're good at acting as to say they are and
Oh, you got one of them?
whatnot, then we'd be fine. They could just be like, oh yeah, no, I cleared them all. They're good to go, and we all just skedaddle, skeeter on out of here towards Thoradorn to the west.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get the doctor's stamp and maybe some of his ink and pen, I could forge it in his books.
Yeah, I prefer to not. That's the thing, though. Moment we leave, they know what we all look like. We'll see our posters up on the walls.
I don't think they
I'll
really
figure
care that
out.
much what we look like.
What posters? If Samira's disguise of this dude and gets us on our way, we'll be fine.
Yeah. If and they don't put together.
Me and Tero can make it look like an accident. Right?
If he's dead, that does prevent him from being able to contradict our story.
But what if they go into his home and they find him dead and they realize he was, identity
Yeah.
was
Well,
stolen.
what if Samira goes back to his house? So the last place he was seen outside the house and then in the house, and then the dead body's there, and it's like something happened.
Right. Well, I mean, the owner of this place disappeared not too long ago. That's a mystery, right? What do you think happened? I don't know.
No idea what you got
Wandered
here.
into the woods. Wandered into the woods and got caught by a lycanthrope or undead.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be that dumb.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like the doctor did something to him.
Right. So, let's say we. Do you mind if I have a look around kitchens?
Yeah,
Maybe
go ahead. No
there's a
one's
place of
gonna
one
stop you.
silver.
They're pretty fucking bare, but yeah, feel
Yeah,
free.
it's pretty.
Right.
shit.
Just like clues, see if there's anything you missed about this guy going missing. Right? What do you think? I mean, we got all night.
Well, I do want to sleep. Right.
Right, sleep. Ugh. What y'all think?
Okay, what about this? What if me and Tero go to the doctors, take him out, gather his gear, bring him over here?
You're gonna move the dead body across town?
That's not that
Historically difficult.
It's just his abode is literally right behind the tavern.
Oh, okay.
far. Samira, you put the little outfit on. Make your way back to the house. Do the show of something. Make your way to the inn where we're staying, making sure that you're seen by guards. Come and talk to us. Oh, their name is cleared. Da 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 da. Or you pass by the guards. You say, "Hey, I'm on my way to go clear the newbies," and then from there you come to the tavern. You clear us, and then you make your way back to the home, or to the guards to collect your stool samples or whatever it is.
Taking with me my new assistant.
Your mind flayers, who came into town from the north.
Mm-hmm. My new assistant, who just came into town, looking for knowledge.
It's a mute. Muscle. Mute. Can't talk.
Oh.
Should avoid.
Yeah, definitely don't talk. That was
Yeah.
fucking scary.
Yeah.
Don't
Alright,
bring that
noted.
little thing either.
Yeah. And you see him take scribble in his hands and then does like a thing, like does a quick motion like this and then closes his hands. It's not there.
What? Don't do that in public.
Oh yeah.
Well, I put it off to the side.
Nobody of the guys at the bar seemed to notice.
How? Are you new to magic?
It's not. It's a bit of sleight of hand. Yeah. It wasn't. Nothing flashy, right?
Lying on
It's just
point.
turn ahead. Oh.
Sleight of
Did I see
hand.
it?
Sleight of hand with no sleeves.
Well, I just turn my back to him. Never seen that? Here. Right, so let's get back on track here. We just gonna stay in. Right, let's get the plan. Go, or Sumaji, Tero. You go to the doctors, the doctor.
Pay him a visit.
Hmm.
We pay him a visit.
Right. Right. How many you think are up and about at night?
Guards?
Of the guards, yeah. You got them two out front.
Pretty consistent patrol. Probably. What? How many were on the wall?
12 on the ramparts, but in and around the building, like the barracks itself, was around 20 or so.
Yep. Did we see how the gates were opened?
They open inward.
Okay.
No,
but I mean, like, are they? Is it something that like it took a couple people to like pull them, or are they like a mechanical thing? Okay, so it's like a slow.
Yeah.
So is this like a
It's a small little shithole town.
Right, but
decrepit.
The wall.
The perimeter wall. There's a perimeter wall that blocks off. Basically, the wall only blocks off it surrounds the town, so nothing from the forest can get in. So there's a north gate where you came through. There's the south gate and there's the west gate, and they're all. Each wall is like patrolled by worms, so each wall has about 12 worms stationed on each wall. But it's a very small town. Like I said, you could run from one end to the other in like a few minutes.
So that's a total of like 36.
Yeah.
On the wall.
Just on the wall itself, yeah. And then 20 that are in and around the barracks at all time, and schedule changes. Yeah, there's probably guards sleeping, and then they quickly change schedule when they wake up and take their shift. So, at any given time, there's probably like 20 or so guards just around the barracks itself. So you get a good sense you will need a distraction to get in.
Yeah. Or
and,
disguise.
And you would need to be quick. It's also not a big building either.
I mean, we could. Okay, another idea. Continuation. Me and Tero go to the doctor. Take him out. Bring the doctor's stuff back. Put Samira into the garbs. Here, you circle back around to the house. Act like you're coming out to give the news. You go talk to the guard. You're like, hey, I want some backup. Could you provide backup? Well, I go talk to them. In the tavern, we got me, Tero, Abraham, Scooch. Ready. We pounce. We remove those guards. I could put on the garb. And probably Tero would have to put on the garb. Sorry, Scooch, you got them wings.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to disguise myself.
Yeah. We put on the outfits. We go in. We look for your shit ring. And then give Scribble. Scribble could like sniff out your scents or something, right? He's like a dog, right?
Yeah, sure.
So one of us will smuggle Scribble into our armpit or something, carry him in.
Yeah.
We release Scribble out in the wild to the things. They could go digging around like a cat dog does. Cat dog brain. And then Scribble finds your poop ring, and then we come back and we leave.
Right.
Seems pretty simple to me.
Yeah, it seems pretty simple. Hey, why not have Samira join you with the dog? That way you don't have to sneak there and back.
Oh,
that's a better idea.
Yeah, that's actually really valid.
Stop, Goblin! Stop chewing on my toes! And the guy at the counter like shifts a little bit.
Samir, you gotta be okay if things go. What if you like wait outside, like in the dark or something?
I'll wait in the hallway outside.
I don't think there's
like
a hallway.
In the entryway.
I think it's a single house.
Yeah, the building was a perfect square.
There's no.
Yeah, it didn't look like there'd be hallways.
I'll go in and I'll just face the wall the whole time.
Okay.
Holding Scribble.
Alright. Yeah. Hey, I think you got something in your pocket.
Me?
Who?
Yeah, Samira. And I have
Pull it out.
Scribble be in there. Since I can make him appear, like, within 30
Oh,
feet
he's a
of me.
fucking familiar.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cool. My brain did not click to that.
Obviously, depowered
That just
fit
clicked for
within
me like 5 minutes ago.
the constraints of the spell.
So it can't just bamf into different people's.
No, can't mind blast people and make people unconscious and stuff. No.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Like you said, Abraham didn't see the full process.
Oh, that's cute. That's clever. Look at you. Oh man, I would never would have thought of that. That's really cool. Kudos. All right, so we have a plan. Scooch, you
Yeah.
think it'd probably be a good idea, maybe like,
Stay here and keep up appearances.
yeah,
Yeah.
talk to
Well,
yourself.
I think we can maybe watch the guard patrols. Maybe see if they have any passwords, and then I can telepathically beam them to our friends.
Do they speak a different language up here? Do they have like their own language?
The worms.
Is there like a Dominion? They're all common.
They speak a lot of Draconic
Oh, shit.
because
Oh, shit.
it's a given.
Yeah. Well, anybody know how to speak dragon?
No, but I can repeat it. I can repeat what they say. That's what's important, right?
I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at telephone. I'm really, really bad at that game.
Does Samira say they can speak Draconic?
Yeah, I can speak Draconic.
Since when?
Oh, like a year or two ago. Kind of just picked it up in passing.
Oh,
Right.
all
Lovely.
right.
I will beam it to you if I hear any wibbly words.
As long as they're within the range of it, your telepathy.
Yeah.
How far can you talk into our brains?
About that far. And he points to. You said that the doctor's house was about 120 feet away.
Oh, less than that. It's directly behind the
than
tavern. It's like 20. It's like probably 30 feet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So like maybe if there's like a couple of houses further down,
Yeah.
like it's the blue one. I can about
Shit.
that far.
Does your telepathy also require sight of the person?
It doesn't say that, but I'm interpreting it as like if I want to talk to someone specifically, I
I'm
need to see them. But if I can,
looking up
but
the
if
rules
I
of
don't,
telepathy.
but if I don't, then it'll be just broadcasting
'Cause I
everywhere. If I
didn't-
don't pick a person.
I didn't put it in the rules because there isn't rules, or in the Mind Flayer homebrew because there isn't rules for it. It isn't on the Mind Flayers like actual.
How do you feel about that as like a balance?
I'm looking up the actual rules
okay.
to see if you need sight
Oh,
for
okay,
telepathy.
okay. Cool.
It must be able to understand language. Doesn't need to see. Can start or end the telepathic contact at any time. Cannot be initiated. Oh, telepathic contact can't be initiated and is immediately broken if either telepath or the other creature is incapacitated. Well, yeah. No longer within the range, or if you contact a different creature within range, you can't use telepathy. Creature with telepathy can receive telepathic messages, but can't initiate a telepathic conversation with another telepath. That's fucking confusing. Whatever. Yeah, you don't need to see them. But it does say you can only speak to one person at a time with telepathy, but that's weird. But yeah,
That would make things difficult.
you have to be able to. You don't have to be able to see them,
Right.
as long as they're within your range.
Alright. So yeah, get about that far.
Alright, well, Abraham Scooch. Keep up here, keep up appearances.
I can't hear you very well. Like,
Oh, I need to lean up.
oh,
Abraham and Scooch, y'all stay here, keep
Yeah.
up appearances.
Yeah.
Samira, myself, and Tero will head out to the doctor. Get Samira all dressed up. We'll go around one side. Here you go around the other, gather guards, say that you just want a little bit of backup while you go deliver the news. You could make it seem like it's bad news. So I could like reinforce them needed to come.
well, I mean, or you could look like you got the mourner's disease,
But then they won't let you leave.
right? But we won't be looking like that.
Maybe just say like, the bad news isn't tied to us in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's one of the town folk or something.
That's it.
Oh, no.
Maybe another guard in the barracks.
Yeah, it has Morn Fever. Fuck them. Well, then they won't leave the barracks. Then they'll have to stay in the
Yeah,
barracks.
we need to get.
So
we need to get those two guards to come to us.
One of the guards is on. One of the guards on the ramparts looks like they have Morn Fever. In a way, we're not going.
Right.
We need the two guards from.
Because we got to go at the
front.
western gate if we are going to deliver this letter to.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're run. All right. So you can get
Guard
the
on
other
the
two
eastern
guards.
gate looks like he has Morn Fever.
Western gate might be. There is no eastern gate. It's north southwest.
Yeah, we want the western gate open.
Okay.
So maybe if they have to.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
guard on the worm on the western gate looks like they got symptoms of Morn Fever.
Okay. But how does that get us to the latrines so Scribbles can get to the ring?
Well, you're going to dress like the good
Yeah.
doctor, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to go into the.
Am I still getting
Barracks.
shit samples?
No.
No.
I can beam to Scribble.
Uh-huh.
I can have Scribble get it.
Okay.
Can Scribble use doors?
No, he'll need to jump down the thing.
What
On
thing?
the way to get to the.
How's he gonna get into the
The
barracks?
latrine. No. Samira's smuggling.
Yeah.
him
Oh,
into the
sorry.
barracks.
We've been talking about this plan for like what feels like an hour, and it's not really gone anywhere.
We're just
So Samira
the details.
gets them into the latrine.
Yeah.
Maybe we just say, I have to use the potty. Let me go use the restroom. You're friends with the guards. You bring in Scribbles. You go release Scribbles. Scribble finds the poop ring. You're going to reek, but whatever.
I can clean it up if you
That's fine.
make enough noise.
Don't. Okay, that's too descriptive. You gather up Scribble with the poop ring. You leave. You come straight to the. You go to your house. You take your garbage off. You change. Come back to the inn. We get your ring. We get the fuck out.
All right.
Maybe in
things
passing, you
first.
say, I think one of the guards on the western thing has more
Yeah.
fever. We need to get him checked out. And while they're fussing about that, we fucking book it.
When you do, here, let's paint your tail now, and then you hide it when you're
Yeah.
out and about before you get there, right?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. You're just gonna paint the tail.
Okay. Do you have proficiency in disguise kit, Mr. Abraham?
I have painter's supplies and a good eye.
All right. Make
I
a.
have proficiency in disguise kit, so could I help him?
He doesn't have proficiency in the disguise kit, so no. Abraham, just make a flat intelligence check.
Would he be able to help me if
22.
I apply the paint? Oh, never mind.
No. To help somebody with a toolkit, you both need to have proficiency in it.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Gotcha.
Same with you can't help somebody with a skill if you're not proficient in it. Cool. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The tail, painting it yellow.
Right, you see that? I gave it a little shading to make it have the illusion that it's sharper, like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. That's cool.
Thanks.
That's pretty cool.
You see him kind of like his body language gets a little giddy when you said that. Alright, get out of here.
All right.
Right.
Come on, Scribbles.
So Sumaji, Samira, and Tero leave the tavern and head around back to where the doctor's house is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The door, yeah, it's a wooden door. The windows are boarded shut with like curtains over them from the inside. Yeah, the door's just a simple wooden door with iron. It's the door's like chipping away in places, and it's got metal bits of reinforcement to like where they've like tried to repair it, where the wood is like worn away.
Tero, you want me to initiate this, or you want to be the greeter?
What do you have in mind?
I think I can barrel my way through. I'll give a little knock on the door. Hey, Doc, I'm feeling a little weird. He opens it. I push through. You slip in behind me like a little slithery little snake you are, and you take him out.
Just if I look up, is there any open windows?
It's a single-story building.
Oh, it's okay.
And the windows on the ground floor are just two that flank the door, and they're both boarded up with, no open windows.
Okay. Does it have a chimney?
Nope.
No. Okay. So like no other openings whatsoever.
No, just a shitty. These are like all like shitty.
Guy's hotboxing himself.
These are all like these are all like really shitty like small wooden shacks. This is just a stone building.
All right. All right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Right. Here,
Now, what do you want me to do to him again?
Introduce him to your pointy end of your greeting stick.
Pulls out
There
that
you go.
curved knife.
The silver like knife that. Yeah.
Where the fuck did you get that?
The executioner.
All
It
right.
was the executioner, right?
Yeah. He
The one that
stabbed.
tried
He stabbed you in the neck with it, and you just pulled it out.
Oh,
and slid
yeah,
his, and
that
slid.
gnarly
Slid.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Someone else killed the executioner, and then I pulled it out and then killed the.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
The avalanche killed the executioner. Yeah.
Executioner.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
like
that
this
was
by-
right. Yeah, that's right. I just like pulled out of his. It was left in my neck after the avalanche killed him. Yeah.
pulled out, or you go to kill that other dude. All right. You just be on the lookout, make sure nobody spots us. All right.
Alright.
Slip in quick behind Tero. All right.
Alright. Got it.
Actually, could you grab him and flip him upside down?
All right. I'll see
Trust
what I can
me.
do. Okay.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
trust you. All right. Okay.
No response from inside the shack. Just silence. No one answers the door. You're standing there for like a minute now.
Try the handle.
Yeah, it's got like a little brass doorknob. It's locked.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, I don't have. Does anybody have these tools?
Maybe a
No.
Scooch for here.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Is it a simple enough lock that I could just jimmy it with the knife?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
I would say you can do a thieves tools check with this, but if you get a nat 1 because you're not using thieves tools, the knife will break.
Okay. Proficiency. You can roll. Can you click on?
You just
you can't.
you'd have to just like yeah. You can add like
Okay.
custom skills, but you can just roll dex and add your proficiency if you want.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. So it's plus 6. I think proficiency is plus 2. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's roll acrobatics. It's the same roll.
Cool.
21.
Very simple
Fuck yeah.
lock. Very like again, run downtown. The lock seems a bit more intricate than you would expect a front door lock to be, and you hear the click and it unlocks.
After you.
Very nice. All right.
A single room that stands in disarray. Tables cluttered by candles that offers the home's only light. Cups of half-finished coffee and tea sit on various surfaces. Some untouched for quite some time because some of the tea and coffee's gone a little moldy. A thick fur curtain divides off a small area where a wood-burning stove warms the otherwise open living space. Resting on the floor is a large rug made from the skin of a polar bear, and numerous other small pieces of hide and fur to cover the otherwise frozen dirt floor. This is it. There's no stairs going up. You don't see any other rooms. The door is locked. There's nobody inside. discard. There's like a refuse bin near one of the tables, and in the refuse bin are 4 vials that are filled with saliva.
Fucking. And grab the polar bear rug.
Because you can tell those are the vials because one's full of like the fish bits,
Oh,
all
Okay.
tossed away. And you pull up the polar bear rug, and you see a set of rickety, creaking wooden steps descending into a cold, narrow underground tunnel that has been excavated in the frozen dirt under the house.
Shit.
Let's go back and get Abe real quick.
Well, how's it going?
Perfect timing.
No one can talk back. It's
Yeah,
just like,
no one
Oh, yeah.
can talk back.
I'm gonna
Tero just
pull out
starts talking.
Scribble. I'm gonna pull Scribble out and just point him at the stairs down that we found, hoping that Abe will.
That's
maybe
exactly
see
what
through.
Abe was gonna do next.
Oh, you guys don't know he'd be able to do that though.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't.
No, no, it's-
Yeah, that
No.
that feels a little.
Could you tell us?
I'm gonna grab.
No,
I'm gonna grab
he
Scribble.
didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Scribble.
Okay.
Go. Tell. Go tell Abe. To come here. All right, go. Toss him out the door.
You see Scribble like kind of like being his like derby self, and then all of a sudden you see him go like,
Oh shit! I killed him.
and then like, and Abraham assumes control.
Scribble?
I don't think you can take direct control from them. You just see through their eyes.
Yeah. Well, I can tell it what to do and
Yeah.
everything. I can like pretty much guide it directly.
He said, "Be calm, bitch.
Yeah.
Calm down." Scribble. Go. Get.
I need to look up intellect devourers now because they don't have eyes and I don't remember how they see.
Oh.
Blind sight.
I think it's just blind sight, so they don't get like actual like view of the environment.
Interesting.
They just like sense that people are
they-
near them,
They have.
and they can detect sentience, but that's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
have
blind sight. They
blind
don't.
sight,
Yeah, so
so
they
they
don't.
can-
They can't see the environment around them. Blind sight, you don't see like objects. You just sense like where like moving things are and stuff. If they're on the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
and that's how like mind flare intellect devourers can tell if there's people nearby because they can sense like intelligence
Yeah.
in people.
So I'm just sensing. I'm vibing.
Yeah, you sense 3 individuals around him.
Cool.
Go. Get Abraham. Right now. And Scooch. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Get. Go on, get.
Yeah.
It can't open doors.
Yeah.
I'll open the door
Yeah.
because I'm right next
Okay.
to the door.
I'm gonna just roll a general thing here because there was somebody moaning and coughing in the outside. It is a very small. All right. So you open the door and you set Scribbles out.
This isn't making any sense, guys. This isn't making any sense.
We don't know what's happening, and I'm telling
Exactly.
Scribble to go get
Exactly.
The plan's already off the rail.
Yeah, Scribble's just gonna like hop back in Samira's pocket, and Abe just tells Scooch, Scooch, we gotta go.
I thought we were waiting here.
They're messing with Scribble right now. It's too early. Something's wrong.
All right. Scooch will get up and walk out the tavern, make sure like there's no one like looking. I don't see anyone, and then wait, hold on. Doesn't have dark vision, so yeah, he can't see that well. And he looks outside.
You don't see nobody.
Can't really see anybody, but yeah, sure. And then he'll saunter around the back of the building towards where they are. Sees them holding the door open.
What? Abe will look around.
No one around. You can see the worms
Alright.
patrolling the ramparts.
Alright, let's go. Let's go.
You get inside, you see that the staircase descends downwards, you see all the saliva samples have been thrown out.
Huh. Well, you should have found something, didn't you, fellas?
Yes, it turns out that Sumaji has an excellent judge of character, apparently. This looks a little bit more than weird.
Yeah.
There's a smug look as he like crosses his arms.
Right. Alright, fuck. Let's close the door. Let's go.
I want this. He's gonna roll up the polar bear fur.
Sure. It's an entire polar bear skin that turned into a rug.
He's gonna take some rope, wrap it up, tie it. Y'all go ahead. I'll be there in a little bit. Tighten it.
This is a nice rug.
Do you see this? Do you see? He points to his coat that he has. It's like a darker, like probably like some kind of like wolf. I could make something else.
Yeah.
I could make it a white version.
When the character art gets updated, polar bear cloak.
Yeah, I have a polar bear head fucking right on my head. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Boom.
Right.
Stealing
No,
a big
I would
ol',
do it like a pauldron. I think that's
stealing a big old rug.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna take time to get it nice and bound up, and I'm gonna.
Sure.
Because I'm a big bitch, and I'm gonna wear it like
Yeah.
how Gara wears the gourd.
Sure. The
on his
gourd.
back.
Yeah. Cool.
Across the body. All right, I'm ready.
Alright,
I add polar bear fur to my inventory.
Sure.
Scribble, you let me know if you can sense anyone other than us on way down.
Blah. That's for anime. That's different. Yes, of course.
Of course. Quite.
Okay, I can detect sentience within 300 feet. Oh, so he's just detecting like people everywhere, just boop, 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 boop.
I imagine he just beams that information into
Yeah,
Aaron's head,
it's-
and he's just like, no, scribble, no, that's too much. Down, focus.
Nope.
Alright, if we're gonna do this, he's not detecting no one down there, so we gotta be quick about this. Alright, that means Doctor's not home right now.
Or
Yeah,
something.
just-
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead. You're gonna say the same thing Scooch was gonna say.
Yeah. Or he is, or he's just really far down.
Yeah, alright, let's go. Either way, we gotta be quick about this.
Do you want me to lead, or do you want Tero to lead, or somebody else?
Just have Scribble go.
Oh,
Scribble lead.
what if that's boring? I want to fuck up the doctor. I'm going.
Alright.
So you're walking down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're rickety, they creak, they descend down into a cold, narrow underground tunnel, barely 6 feet in width and height. So your head would be like scraping the ceiling.
Shit.
Wooden supports brace the tunnel walls, preventing collapse, and the passage is engulfed in darkness, so anyone without dark vision cannot see down here. Anyone who does have dark vision, though, sees the corridor, the tunnel stretches ahead to a heavy door made out of lead, about 50 feet down the corridor.
Oh, you know, you might be down here.
Who else is here? Head count.
No, Doc might be down here.
Oh, I mean, like, which of our
Scribble can't
groups?
see through lead.
Yeah, but who else all follow me? Everybody?
Oh, can you not see?
No, I can't.
No, I can't.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah, everybody see it. Everyone see
I
it.
can see just fine.
I can too.
I can't see shit.
Oh. All right. He's gonna grab Samira's hand. All right, and he's gonna cast light on the coin on his belt. He's gonna pull out but he's gonna cover it. All right. So if you need to see anything, you can just open your hands or like hide it away or something. All right. Samira, you paying attention? You listening to me?
Sorry, it's really dark out down here. It's hard to hear.
Oh, okay. That's how hearing works, isn't it? I got this coin that has a light on it. If you need it, just remove your hand.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay. Try the door.
Oh, you're leading the way down the corridor?
Oh yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Not high. 13.
13. You step about 10 feet, not even 10 feet, like half that, 5 feet past the stairs, and you feel like you feel something like tug at your ankle, and you hear like a light snap.
What was that?
And little vials that were concealed in the ceiling begin to drop down.
Oh! Hey, what the fuck is this?
I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws,
Oh, no.
including
No.
scribbles.
Oh, no.
Not Scribbles.
Oh, no.
Not that familiar.
Okay.
Not the board.
Okay. Not bad.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh, no.
Fucking Scooch. Alright.
Oh, no. Scooch.
As vials of acid rain down from the ceiling and splash on everyone.
Thought you were going to say
Oh.
acrid for a second.
I did too.
Good.
I was like, I thought that was done with.
All right,
Uh,
we're just going to go in order here. Sumaji, what'd you get?
24.
You take 2 points of acid damage. Samira, what'd you get?
16.
You take 2 points of acid damage. Tero,
14.
2 points of acid damage.
Owie.
Lyle takes 4 points of acid damage.
Poor Lyle.
Abraham,
12.
2 points of acid damage. Scribbles,
He rolled a 19 plus 2,
So-
so 21.
2 acid damage.
And he's dead.
Oh.
What's his HP? What?
2.
Yeah. like most familiars, he's only got
That's
2
true,
HP.
yeah.
So, Sumaji steps forward, snap. Everyone's doused in acid.
Little scribbles.
Sumaji, what the hell?
I don't know. What was that?
Ah, shit. Ow. Fuck.
Cheese it. Go. Go.
I'm gonna uncover the coin.
Mm-hmm. You uncover the coin. About 10 feet ahead, there's another tripwire.
How the hell do you not see that?
No. Don't run through. Let me take some time. Tero?
Step
Actually,
over it.
Wait. No, I could collect these. Okay, y'all. I'm pretty good with alchemy, so these would be actually really great for my
Maybe
collection.
on the way out, right now.
Now
they
is
probably
not the
heard
time, Sumaji.
Everything.
But what
Go.
what if we have to run quickly out of here and then we get fucked up with it? So let me do this. Scooch, you're good
And
with
what
like,
if he's running out another door on the other side, telling the guards we're
Well,
in
y'all
here?
skip. Y'all skip along. I'll
Fine,
take some
I'm
time to
going.
take it back. Okay, y'all go.
Abraham
Oh.
goes.
Okay.
Scooch, I'll help. Come get me help.
No!
Fuck. Okay, well, I'll do it myself.
Abraham's
Don't
gone.
stay too far
Heading for the
behind.
door.
Okay, Abraham, you reach the lead door.
Oh, it's open.
As you all kind of move down the tunnel a little bit more, and Abraham's running. Fuck, where am I here? You can hear an eerie mix of screams, sobbing, and more primal animalistic noises reverberating down the tunnel from behind the door. And Abraham, you reach the door.
Oh, fucking tricky bastard. Alright. And he's just, before he opens the door, he wants to just do a quick scan. Tries to see if there's anything.
Investigation check.
Alright.
Sumaji, make it's a thieves' tools check to try to disarm traps.
19.
So, Sumaji, just make a dex check with nothing, no proficiency on this.
Got
Yeah.
it. Ooh, uh-oh.
Or actually, your dex. This is a dex check, so if you are proficient in dex, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 14.
14. So what are you trying to do? Trying to try to find the concealed vials of acid in the ceiling?
No, I'm cutting the rope and catching the vial of acid.
Oh, this would be sleight of hand then, not dex.
Oh, then it's the same thing. I rolled 11 plus 3.
Okay. The last time the tripwire hit, it was like 6 or so vials that fell because everybody got splashed, including.
Oh.
So
I
you
thought it
do
was
that.
one big vial.
You catch one. You catch one.
Shit.
Who all ran towards the door after Abraham?
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Sumaji, Lyle, Tero, Scooch. Another round of dex save. That's more vials. Abraham. Or no, yeah. It'd be 5 falling, so yeah, that's everyone here. Sumaji does catch 1, but Tero, Lyle, Sumaji, all make.
Samira.
Samira all make dex saves again.
That's about right.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Would
Alright.
I be able? No, that's
No.
an ability check. Damn it.
Sumaji, what'd you get?
8.
You take Samira. You take 4 acid damage.
Ow.
I rolled a 10.
4 acid
Sumaji.
damage. Lyle takes 2. Tara, what'd you get for your dex save?
24.
2 acid damage.
That's more like
So
it.
Sumaji tries to catch one of the vials, forgets that 6 of them fall at a time, catches one, and the rest splash on the others. As Abraham gets to the door, investigation check. Doesn't appear trapped.
Yeah. So 19. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't appear trapped. But you just hear another
Right.
thing of acid splash on everybody back and down the corridor.
And since he's not, and since no one else can hear him, he pretty much shouts in them in their heads, "What are you? What's going on?"
I forgot 6 of them fell.
Damn it, Sumaji.
What?
All right, let's go, Brady.
Ow.
I'm opening the door.
1 second.
Okay, Abraham, you open the door. There are no more acid vials to collect. No more traps.
Damn it.
You got one. You can add 1 vial of acid to your equipment.
Perfect. Worth it.
Abraham, you open the door, and you see a vast underground chamber is filled with cages, each holding twisted forms of humanoids mid-transformation into beast-like creatures, very similar to the heads that were mounted on spikes outside of town. Some are clearly deceased in the cages, while others are alive but trapped in horrifying half-states. And some of them are different. The dead ones look like lycanthropes. The ones that are alive look weird. They're humanoids trapped in these horrifying, mid-transformative states. White scales painfully breaking through their skin, faces twisted with draconic features that ooze, that are just oozing, and a few more are huddled and hunched in cages, snarling and snapping with humanoid mouths stretched into monstrous dragon-like maws. It looks like dragon hybrids that people have tried making from things. A desk rests in the heart of the space, laden with meticulously organized notes and various surgical and autopsy tools. An oil lamp providing light reflects off the eyes of the caged creatures. In a glass case on the desk, secured under a heavy lock and key, rests a large, very large scale, probably this big or bigger, that appears to be from a white dragon. As you open the door, it goes, "Arr!" And looking up from the desk in the center of the room is the good doctor, who quickly reaches for something under his desk and flips a switch, and a couple of the cages open up, and the caged monstrosities begin to pull their way out. And we're gonna go to break
Ooh.
and come back with combat.
That's awesome.
So yeah, the doctor's a bad dude.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in 10 minutes for combat with people
Magic can smell this shit, y'all.
with people fucked up with acid burns.
Dude, that's rough.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking
Dude.
die.
Justin, I love how you pulled us into this situation. That's
There were other ways it could have happened, but
yeah.
I mean, there was always the root of he never showed up to tell us we were clear or not, and we investigated, but this is insane.
turning people into weird lycanthrope creatures. Yeah. All right, everybody.
Flayer dragons.
And yeah, now there's like a bunch of were-dragons in these cages that he's like experimenting on. Yeah.
Fuck that.
So we'll see you all here in a few minutes.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know why I'm waiting, but yeah, break. All right. About to fight some weird half-dragon lycanthrope creatures with a bunch of dead lycanthropes in cages, and the tiefling doctor, who is not currently wearing his plague doctor like mask and hat. So he's a yellow tiefling, bright red eyes, short yellow horns, and like widow's peak black hair tied back into a ponytail. And he's like, oh, well, now this is very exciting. I get to test out my new experiments. Oh. Everybody roll initiative. Well,
Fuck.
Well,
I was hoping that I would roll well so that people could actually get past me.
we can just move through you.
Oh,
it's
right.
just- just
Right.
half
Okay.
movement, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
half
thought that was for allies. That's right. Yeah.
halflings can do it without
Yeah, that's right. That's
issue.
right. But yeah, because I remember there's because 5th edition has that cool thing where because you can also break up your movement.
Yeah.
There's the thing where you can technically move up into someone's space, attack while you're in their space, and then back out of their space. You
Yeah.
just can't end your turn in the same space.
Tero, what'd you get for initiative?
I rolled it and then just completely forgot it. What was it? It was like a 12. It was 12. It was 12.
Whew. Some spicy initiative in there.
Oh yeah. Yep, 12.
Alrighty. So, the good doctor.
Ooh, what'd our boy get? Birdman.
18.
Turning it low.
Well, 19, but it doesn't. The fucking D&D Beyond doesn't sort out ties, so I just put him at just below the person who has better initiative than him.
Cool.
The tiefling. The good doctor.
Wait, I rolled a 19 too.
Yeah, the good doctor's going first, though.
Got it. Sorry, you said the other person, so I was like, wait, that was me.
Just the good doctor. Releases his experiments when Abraham opens the door. Well, I hope you all do very well with my experiments. If you survive, let me know how it went. He's gonna grab the glass box that's got the scale in it. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna hide behind this cage. And he's gonna reach into his robes and pull out this little, like, vial of, like, a pink fluorescent liquid. Peek out from behind the cage. Throw it at Abraham. And it... Abraham, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is that? That is a... Shit, I wasn't looking at the thing. 12.
12. You feel like this sensation to just, like, kind of go catatonic and not do anything, but you shake it off.
Oh. Nice try.
Oh, well, that's very disappointing.
Couldn't
Okay,
take more than that.
okay, my children, kill them all now, please. Bringing us to our first dragon flesh experiment, which is the number B. So it's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and like limp and drag. It's like limping and dragging its other leg towards Abraham. Man, y'all are clustered up right there. This is perfect. It's gonna unhinge its jaw. You can see like the where the jawbone connects. Literally just it dislocates its jaw, and retches forth a spray of freezing bile through the doorway in a 30-foot cone. Just. So I need everybody, but Sumaji to make a dexterity saving throw as freezing cold bile sprays through the door. Oh, I rolled fucking poop on that. Sumaji, what'd you get?
I didn't need a roll.
Oh, right. You're so far away. Scooch got a 15. Okay. Samira, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
You take 1 cold damage.
Whoo! Thank goodness.
Tero, what'd you get?
25.
1 cold damage.
Brr.
It's
Lo-
cold.
Yeah, Scooch takes 1 cold. Yeah, you can't reduce damage to 0 with resistances, so yeah, boom. Abraham, what'd you get?
5.
5. You take
Oh.
2 cold damage. I
Oh
rolled,
no!
I rolled snake eyes on that.
And are we saying that Abraham's effect is purely for environmental conditions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's the way I thought it was for.
Yep.
Okay.
So you take 2 cold damage. And then that one does not recharge its freezing wretch. Banana tiger. Alright. Sumaji, you're like 35 feet back from the door, gathering this vial of acid. Just as Abraham opens the door, you hear this commotion, and then yeah,
Well,
you see this like half humanoid. They look like they were like once this like they were once like a dwarf, and like portions of their face have like draconic features like bursting through the flesh and like eroding the flesh away. Like it's a horrific mid transformation that they're like kind of stuck in.
cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and do it. Fuck. I want to do this. Yep. The 10, 15, 20. So Abraham is blocking up a lot of the doorway.
All of
Their
it.
current, yeah.
That's what you get for staying behind.
The
It's just the wizard blocking the door. They'll be out of the way soon.
the gloveless hand, he unattaches a flail and he brings it around, and as he tightens it, there's a grunt of pain, and y'all can everybody around could smell ozone, as y'all can see the bits of lightning come off the edge of the flail, so he's going to activate his Crimson Rite.
Okay, as you do that, the good doctor, like peering out from behind a cage, just looks at you and like,
Fuck.
"Oh, Hemocraft. Ooh."
Ooh. That's bonus action. I'm gonna grab the broken collar and I'm gonna ready an action to throw the collar once Abraham kind of clears way.
Sure.
So I'm gonna throw it at the next enemy, the first enemy I can see once Abraham moves.
All right. Anything
Or
else?
gets out of the way. That'll be it.
Okay. Dragon flesh. One of the other dragon flesh experiments. We're getting down there.
Mhm.
Which one is this one? This one. Oh yeah. 5, 10, 15. This is one of the ones that isn't like drooling. This one is like their face is kind of like sunken in as like the dragon features are like pushing out. It's like the face is kind of like collapsing in the process of the transformation, and they're just gonna go try to slash Abraham across the chest.
What?
Oh, 13 to hit.
That's the perfect amount for you to see that it catches Abraham off guard, and he turns to the side, and you see one of the claws come down and land precisely where one of Samira's scales was, and you would think it would just go scrape right through him, but for some reason it appears as though it glances off like a scaly hide.
The good doctor's gonna narrow his eyes a little bit, and then that'll bring us to Scooch, who Yeah. Hand crossbows out. And it's going to also hold an action for Abraham to get out of the way and shoot at the first thing that's basically there. Dragonflesh Experiment A gets to go now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The cone wouldn't really work there. Gonna use an action to dash and get right there. Bring us to Tero.
Lovely. So, oh, we're pretty grouped up here. That? Yeah. Cool. Tero is gonna. So Tero can see past to like there, right? Yeah. See about here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the you can see through the cages too.
Yeah. So Tero's gonna step here, one step. He's gonna, pardon me, excuse me. I just need to get past that really quick. Let me just sneak past you. And as he does that, it looks like he's sneaking through this, like, sneaking past Abe and, like, just the space right next to him. But as he does that, there's a point where he just, like, seems to just kind of turn sideways in a weird direction into the shadows and just vanishes. And instead reappears on top of this cage.
Cool.
Like, it's like there's a part where, like, the bars like block line of sight from where the party is, and it looks like he just like steps out from behind one of them, like he just squeezed out from that space, so he's just standing on top now.
As you appear on top, the doctor's gonna look up and goes, "Ooh, unlicensed magics.
Hello.
The worms are gonna love to hear about all of this."
And then he's just gonna creep up, so he's just like crouched on top of the cage with the curved knife out, and he's just like, "Oh, you sweet thing. You're not going to be able to talk by the time I'm done with you." And then he's going to attack with the dagger.
Likewise.
Yeah. High ground doesn't give
No.
advantage, right?
Does not.
Alright, so just a dagger swing. Whoop! That was a 22 to hit.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Sweet.
Gross.
Oh wait, we long rested. Why do I still? Okay. Yeah, just to make up for the fact that I don't get a sneak attack die, I'm gonna add a cruelty die.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a D4 plus a D6
Oh, do you need an ally within melee of the creature?
for sneak attack.
Or
Yes.
advantage, yeah.
Yeah. No, not even for advantage, just sneak attack.
Yeah.
So it's 8
yeah,
plus
I
a
meant-
D6, which is 5. So it's
used to Eclipse.
13 damage.
So used to Eclipse. To sneak attack
yeah.
anytime.
Swashbucklers. Yeah, you stab him and he's not looking great.
Yeah, I just like
Damn.
grab the edge of the cage, like kind of just like perched, like elbows up, almost
Yeah.
like spider insectoid, kind of like with the odd angles and everything, with the knife out, and he just kind of like leans down over the top of the cage and just like stabs him in the side of the neck, and then just like with the cruelty die, as he gets it in there and he just twists it.
Ooh.
Coughs blood out.
I can see what color your insides are.
Oh God.
I'll be
And
seeing
that's-
the color of all your friends' insides.
Not if I take your eyeballs. We're just over here having a crazy off while everyone else is back in the hallway.
Bitch, who's
Tero's in
crazier?
his element. Tero's in his element.
I'm going to turn your intestines into a belt.
Not if I hang them with you first, or hang you with them first. All right, that's Tero's turn.
Abraham.
Oh, you idiots. And he's gonna mind blast them.
Yep. I think that's a one used per day thing or whatever. I can't remember.
Short rest, yeah.
Yep. Alrighty.
All
Intelligence.
3 of them.
Yep.
And yeah.
That'll be a 5. That'll be a 3. 6. And a 7. They all fail.
They all fail. Okay. So they are stunned.
Yep.
And they all take... Ooh, that's a good roll. 10 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Oof. Nice.
On thought, having an ability that recharges under short rest lets you stun in a cone is a little fucked.
Well, once we start fighting smart things, then it'll be different.
But there you go. And 10. You said 10 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they are kind of stunned. That's your action.
Well, he gets, and he just goes prone to let everyone else do their thing.
Alrighty.
They're stunned, so that's advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw it at. I'm gonna throw it at A. Wait, there's a door there. I guess I'll throw it at B.
Yeah, the one that you and Lyle are going to be able to get is B. With the
Okay.
crossbow
Oh.
and the dagger throw.
If there's a, okay, we're gonna, once all the reactions are done, we're still gonna continue with my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Alright, yeah. Do your thrown dagger, Sumaji.
24 to hit.
That hits B. Roll damage.
7 piercing.
Yeah. And then Scooch's crossbow that he was holding. With advantage because it's stunned. 19 to hit. 8 piercing. That one, headshot, drops. And that'll bring us back to the prone Abraham.
All right, I am going to 30 feet range. Nope, just outside of that. So I am gonna use half my movement to stand up.
Yep.
So now I've got 15 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm gonna see if I can't, just out of spite, do a telekinetic shove on this guy to make him, like, bang his head on the... It doesn't have to do damage or anything. I just want to humiliate him as he's, like, bantering with Tero.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I'm crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your unmentionables and make a stew out of them and force feed your friends the head bangs off the cage.
just like front teeth into one of the bars.
Yeah, knocks out both teeth.
Ooh.
Yeah, get him, Tero.
Like, are they just like left in the wooden bar or like?
Yeah, it's yeah, they'd be left in like the wood parts of the cage, just thunk.
They're just like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take those.
All right, Samira.
That's my turn.
Yeah, Samira, it's you up.
I'm going to start a collection and make a doll.
Well,
Just
I
like
was
blood.
gonna try to blind. Yeah, I was gonna try to blind these guys, but I feel like stun is better. So, I'm gonna throw a chaos bolt. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
The cage has holes in it, so he does have some form of cover if you're gonna try to hit the doctor. It's not total cover because the cage has holes in it.
But I have line of sight though.
Yeah, you could try to like you're just trying to like maneuver the chaos bolt through the holes, the gaps in the cage, and hit him.
Well, I'm not aiming at him yet.
No, I'm just assuming that's who you're aiming at.
Depends. I'm gonna aim a chaos bolt at C.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
My
'Cause I'm hoping
apologies.
chaos bolt will do a thing that I really enjoy.
Well, let's hope.
So that's at advantage.
That was control.
That is a
Chaos
25
control.
to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something I haven't heard in a long fucking time. Like,
It didn't do the thing that I wanted it to do, and I rolled shit. I wanted to roll doubles on the 8 so I could just keep ricocheting chaos.
yeah.
I've done it once before, and I destroyed a bell tower with it, and it was
Oh,
great.
that's awesome.
I'm going to throw 11 thunder damage at C.
Okay.
Nice.
A loud, like, slams into its back and makes this loud, like, crash of thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either thunder or cold, and I'm assuming they're probably resistant to cold.
Who knows?
Just based on vibes.
But yeah, that one,
Um,
you hear from the impact of the thunder. Sounds like the thing kind of like, the body kind of like crookedly like leans to the right a little bit as you snapped its spine, but it still seems to be able to stand upright and move around with a broken spine, but it's like just like tilting to the side.
Okay.
You guys sense their anatomy is like fucked. It's still stunned, yeah.
Okay. And I will end my turn there.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna shout to Sumaji and Tero and Abraham. Don't let the doctor escape. We need him.
No, you can let me escape. I won't tell anyone.
Tero, you have permission to kill him.
I was already
Oh, shit.
planning on it.
Shit. And then yeah, they repeat the saves. I got to look up.
Yeah, they get. Yeah,
at
they
the end of their turn, or they're stunned for a minute. Yeah.
Damn.
Cool. All right. That brings us to the good doctor, who looks up at Tero. There. Fuck. Yeah. Fuck this noise. He's gonna.
You mean Artificer?
Fuck this noise. He's gonna reach into his coat and pull out a syringe. And he's going to expend a key point because he's a Way of Mercy monk.
He's a monk?
Right.
The healing monks, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Doctory monks. He's going to expend a key point to do flurry blows. I think you have to do a certain way. Oh, you take an attack. Yeah, so he's going to attack with his little syringe first. He's going to try to like stab it in your ankle. Ugh, 12 to hit.
Nope. Lift up the foot. He's still like crouched down like this though, so he just like the foot just like sticks up behind him, just like in a weird like fucking dance move to looking thing.
Yeah, so he's gonna expend a key point to do. I used the wrong thing. Oh well. Yeah, spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So he's gonna like. He's gonna like partial. You know what he's gonna use movement to also climb up on top of the cage.
Okay.
So he's like kind of perched on the edge here, and he's just gonna do 2 unarmed strikes and kick you in the unmentionables.
Kick. All right.
Get out of my fucking lab! And he's gonna go for 2 kicks. You don't even belong here.
That's where I find myself best. That's where I enjoy being the most.
18 to hit.
Oh, that one hits.
So yeah, the first kick is just square in the unmentionables for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's yeah. All right, I'm at 3.
And then you like, yeah, however you react to that, he kick. Yeah, how do you react to that? You can get a full-on like toe kick to the junk.
Not clear if that was a sign of enjoyment or not.
Who knows? He's gonna do an insight check. Can't tell. What are you? And then it's just gonna like go for a throat punch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So just throat punch. It'd be like more like a throat chop, throat rip.
Yeah.
Try to do a throat rip, but you can't because he's
Yeah.
4 bludgeoning damage. Or sorry.
And I'm down.
Say you fall prone on top of the cage, and your arms and legs kind of like drape through the holes in the top. The good doctor's just like, get the fuck out of my lab. I'm not doing anything to you. You fucking broke into my house, triggered all my traps, you dicks.
Dicks.
This one fucking stabs me and tries to stab me and shit. Can you do anything else? Is Flurry of Blows bonus action?
Yeah.
Well, that's sad. Alright, yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, the cages are like 6 feet tall. Half movement to climb, that's 10 feet. He's gonna jump off. He's gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna drop off. Poof, on the ground. 5, 10, 20, 25 to clamber over the desk and get on the other side. And you see his hand go under the desk.
Right.
Oh, he's a fucking monk. He's got way more than that for movement speed. So yeah, hand is gonna go under the desk.
So he got... Oh, shit.
What?
Sorry. Nothing. I just realized that I blanked for like a very small period of time as I was reading some stuff.
Yeah, Tero's
and Tero's
Yeah,
unconscious.
Tero's unconscious. So yeah, the doctor scrambles back to his desk and putting a hand under his desk. Like he's reaching for something. He's just smiling wide and going, "Well, if you're not going to leave, I'll fucking make us all leave at the same time." Boom. Sumaji.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
If those other guys are supposed to go, they need to make saves.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not their turn
cool.
yet.
Right. Thanks.
Sumaji.
Yeah. Just doing the math here.
But thank you for looking out.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah. Okay, fuck it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. C looks incredibly fucked up. He's unconscious. Okay.
Sam, I'm messaging you something fun.
Okay.
Let's just get rid of this dude. I'm gonna let, as he runs past Scooch, finish that one off here, and I'm going to, and as he comes around the corner, he's just gonna wreck this dude, or rock this dude, not wreck. 23 to hit. Ace.
Yeah, yeah.
For, oh, fuck you, 9 bludgeoning damage.
To A, he said?
Yeah, and 2
Okay.
lightning damage as the lightning charges up
Okay.
and just cracks this dude.
Yeah, it looks, you like leave like a crater like impact in the back that kind of caves the back in a little bit, but their weird anatomy is still kind of keeping it upright.
That will be it for me. Yep, that's it for me.
Cool. End of this thing's turn. Let's see. Nope. C is still stunned.
Okay.
Scooch. Sees Tero just, having a good time. Okay. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna... I thought he had healing stuff. He does not. He's gonna fly in, position here. He's gonna actually no. When he flies past, he's gonna attack C with his talons. Oh, I rolled 2 2s.
Oh no.
So that'll be 7 to hit, which misses. So he misses. Well, shit! And then he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna kind of just Use the rest of his movement to kind of get to like, I think right there, as far as he can go, and then crossbow train on whichever one of those things looks to be the most dangerous when it breaks free. All right. Nope, that one is also still stunned. Tero, I would like a death saving throw.
All right.
It's episode 2 and someone's already making death saves.
Someone triggered all the traps in the corridor, and
Yeah.
then y'all open the door and went inside.
It's Sumaji's fault.
One failure.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
Come on, guys.
I like to think he dramatically
No healers.
falls.
Do we not have any healers?
Uh-uh.
I am the only
Wow.
one that has healing capacity.
Yeah,
capacity.
'cause of-
And it's a one-time thing.
Because of
every long
lineage, we had
rest.
no healing
Oh,
classes
wow.
this time around. Well,
Nope.
Artificer gets healing
And-
spells, but Scooch does
Yeah,
not have healing
you don't-
spells.
Yeah, he doesn't have them put there.
Alright. Abe.
Alright, what are you doing over there? And you see him kind of crouched down, almost like a grasshopper,
Yeah.
and he starts moving, almost like, so you notice his pants are baggy. Well, it's almost like his legs are a little like longer when he strides. And he's gonna cast Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action.
Okay.
And get right up on this guy. I say, nuh-uh. And tentacle attack.
Wait, Expedition Retreat's a bonus action spell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. Oh, come on. Whoa! 26.
26.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Roll damage.
8 damage.
Alright, the tentacles. Yeah. Hit him around on the back of the dome.
Yeah, and he's like going in there with, I like to think like each point of damage is him just like flailing his fists and tentacles at him.
Oh, get the fuck off me, you monster! And he's still up, he's still there.
Yeah.
Anything else? Action, bonus action, movement.
Tero's a free spirit.
He's a fucking psychopath.
Tara's little finger goes up.
You all broke into my fucking home and started attacking me. I didn't do anything wrong to either of you. I just took your spit.
Yeah, try saying
mean,
that was a tentacle in your throat.
Alright, Samira.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up here.
Yeah, just saying, Tero rolls in that one. Tero dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to stabilize him if I
Alright.
can.
Medicine check.
Oh. Can I have him
Huh?
make a strength saving throw?
You
Does
can
he- he's
you
grappled?
replace the damage. It's either grapple or damage, I believe.
Oh. It doesn't say that in the description, but we can sort that out later.
Because if it's damage and a grapple, that's kind of fucked.
Yeah, we can change
Okay.
that. We'll change the wording later if that's what you're
Okay.
thinking.
That's not normally how grapple attacks work. Yeah, I'm gonna change it because
Okay. Cool.
that's not like if it, yeah.
All right.
Alright. Medicine check. 14 plus 2 is 16.
Tero is stabilized. Just from being kicked in the balls and
Yeah.
attempted throat rip.
It was just trachea crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I start doing like CPR.
It's like taking a dent out of a car. Just
Yeah.
Oh.
I just attempt to do CPR.
all right. So
Come on, buddy, stay with me.
Tero will be unconscious for 3 hours, where he will gain 1
Hey.
hit point, or if he regains a hit point, but he regains 1 hit point in 3 hours. All right.
I feel like that
That's-
was a
that's your-
action well used.
That's your action. Yeah, you save potentially save Tero's life.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Um.
Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay as I am. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay here.
Okay. So yeah, tentacles trying to like get around this dude's head, reaching into his desk. Well, if I can't get out of here with my shit, none of you are getting out of here as well. Bye bye. And as an action, you hear him flick a switch under his desk, and the desk
Oh my god.
explodes in a ball of fire.
Oh no! No.
Okay, hold on. The 20-foot. It's 20-foot radius.
Oh, fireball
Oh, okay.
is 20 foot. Okay.
So the only ones caught in the blast are going to be the Doctor and Abraham, as it. Dexterity saving throw, Abraham.
All right.
Oh god.
18.
Okay, you will half the damage at least.
Okay.
As he flicks the switch, you see from your like the tentacles are like starting to like push into his eyes and like up his nose and down his throat as he's like last resort flicks the switch, and you can see like through the desk there's like mechanical components. The spells he was using were just like a flavored like devices and stuff.
You rotten.
You see like you see him like triggering these like mechanisms inside the desk, this trap system he's had designed just in case this whole place ever got compromised, or his work within the desk ever got compromised. So you can tell he's destroying evidence in this process. He's destroying the scale that's in the glass case. All of his work is in this desk, aside from the things nearby. Everything those will remain. Alrighty. All right. Sorry, doing math. Brain farting. Hold on. Everyone relax. It's just a game.
I can't relax.
He failed, so he takes 24 fire damage.
Hey.
And nothing left of the good doctor. Like, his entire body, his outfit, his, like, person is just blown up in this deafening explosion that shakes this entire chamber. Dust, like, falls from the ceiling.
Got a hold of his head, though. We'll see.
Very, very loud explosion.
Yeah.
You probably heard from above.
We're going to have to figure out a story.
Abraham, you take 12 fire damage.
Ow, I'm going to, with my last spell slot, receive that damage and, seeing all of that and kind of gauging what's coming, he's going to use this reaction to use that mark on his chest
Yeah.
with the flame, and he's going to like use some of those properties and then just kind of tilt it a bit and absorb elements.
Okay, so you take 6 fire damage,
Yeah.
and the force of the explosion throws you back like 10 feet.
Ugh.
And you land prone on your back.
And I think I need to make a con save for the
You do.
thing.
You only need a 3 or higher.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, or you need 10. Blah blah blah. So yeah, you're thrown back 10 feet. You land on the ground. As soon as the desk and this dude are like blown to pieces, the 2 experiments seem to kind of just fall over lifeless to the ground, as the scale is also destroyed. No,
Scale?
he was.
Oh.
He had the white dragon scale in a locked case.
Yeah.
So as the desk explodes, papers go flying everywhere, burning. Nothing to like salvage from that. The creatures fall to the floor. Abraham's tossed back 10 feet, lands hard on his back. Samira is stabilizing Tero on top of the cage. A very, very loud explosion that definitely, most likely, alerted all those above. That's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Ooh.
That was crazy.
So yeah. That was
How are
that.
we gonna get out of this one, guys?
Magic.
Until then, though, we'll see you all back here next week for more. Till then, good night, everybody. Bye.
No.